I have no idea. But I do love this chair. It's great. Ooh, what's that? Hey, a pine cone. Mmm, smells delightful. Ah, let's get that out of here. Let's go. Man, my own bones are aching. I like going for a walk. Hey, that's a birdie. Look at that up there. I like birdies. Oh, what's that over there in the forest? Oh, you know what I could really go with? A tree hug. Wonderful. Carn! Hello. Well, hello. How are you? This could be a weird short stream because I've lost everything I had that I wanted to talk about, but I don't know if I can find it again. I guess I'll look around. I don't know if somebody else has something that's popped up, but there's some stuff to look at. Hopefully, I can find it again. What's up, guys? Yes, Max. I was looking. I was. That's why I'm so late. I was looking at a guy I don't even know his name's Instagram. Cause yeah, that who that was somebody else that was drooling over Mascom, wasn't it? It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I know. I'm glad he's going to. I wonder if that makes that tweet that he made a long time ago about us all being bigots because we wanted land to kill him. Since we know he's gonna die, right? Isn't he the guy that's gonna die? Delicious. Sorry. Um. Yeah, so what's up, Max? What's up, Nate? What's up, Mr. Aldan? Yeah, I know you guys are laughing at me. What can I say? Silverlock, how you doing? More, just a little bit more of the same. There's some confusing stuff. Like I feel like they've sort of announced some stuff that we've known for a long time, but like I don't know if it's to keep it in the news. I was gonna look at, which I haven't looked at yet, was if they have updated any of the stuff on Amazon Prime, the exploratory stuff, you know what I mean? The hold on, let me see if I can find it. The Wheel of Time homepage thing where you can explore all the stuff that's not in the actual, series at all. You know what I'm talking about. Details. No, that's not it. Explore. Did they add anything? Nope. It looks like it's all the same stuff. I was hoping they might sneak something in here to talk about, but it looks like it's all the same mumbo jumbo. The Forsaken. Yeah. Official teaser. This is the map. I don't even see the map on here anymore. Did they take the map off? Wow. Organization, landmarks, artifacts. Looks like they took the map away. Didn't there used to be a map? Extras? Wasn't there a map? I swear to God there was a map. Now, what I still keep, and if anybody finds it, okay, if anybody finds it, I need a message ASAP. As soon as somebody gets a hold of the first minute that they showed, Tesla's here. Oh my God, it's amazing. Holy shit, that's crazy. What's up, Jeremy? Nikola Tesla is here. Oh my gosh. I'm in the presence of genius. It's amazing. But the first minute or so, I'm assuming that we're gonna get a chance to see that eventually. What they showed at the season 3 like opening. I'm just waiting for them to do it. Season 3 episode 1 footage. I hope. What the? What the fuck is? Okay, never mind. I'm not going there. All right. There's a lot of fake ones. It looks like I was really hoping that somebody would leak that minute of whatever the hell happens at the beginning of season 3. Since we've got like what four? Have we got 4 different accounts of what happens in the first minute? You brought fuck yeah, hell yeah. Are there flying cars and shit now? Nice. What's up, Staplebo? Um, but I really want to see it because I want to know which one is actually the truth. If it's the Elida or not Elida, man, I'm getting mixed up. If Leandrin just like destroys everybody, or if it's like a bunch of Black Aja are actually already infiltrated the tower, right? Which I think both are sort of world breaking already, but whatever. But so they have officially now announced that Shoren, whatever, I don't want to butcher her last name, is Elida, which I didn't know needed another announcement. I thought this was already stated several times, but I guess they've officially announced it. Is that where we're at? Because like I didn't know this was in question. I thought this was already like concrete, set in stone, done. But what's up, Jonathan? Good to see you. So she is officially Elida now. I am curious. I wonder if IMDb's been updated. I wonder how many episodes she's going to be in. I am curious what you guys think. Okay, so Elida is a ruthless and powerful Aes Sedai of the Raj Aja. As proficient in politicking as she is in channeling. Where is she would have been a better Cadsuane, probably. I don't disagree with that. Where is Elida on the power structure? Can somebody refresh my memory? I feel like she was dangerous because she sort of did like she had her foretellings and then she wasn't afraid to like use low grade compulsion. I don't know where she was on the power scale. Does anybody remember? I didn't know she was considered a powerful channeler. What's up, Grifter? What up? I was hoping they'd shoot Joan Collins up with Botox. That would have worked pretty good. Just work. If somebody could work her mouth too, since just almost like a puppet. That'd be pretty good. Was she? I don't remember. To be honest. So she was okay. So because the girls sort of all put them to shame when they started showing up. They all were all way more powerful than her. So it was one of those. I always have trouble remembering where Elida lands in the power structure. But so proficient in politicking as she is in channeling. She has a deep history with Moraine. She is the third of the tripod. Elida is the third leg of the tripod. Okay, guys, don't forget it. Right? She is the third leg of the tripod. Sorry, gotta get. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Oh boy. Dumb stupid. Thank you. Oh, you got it. We made it. Woohoo! Thank you, man. Thank you, dumb stupid. All right, now that we did that, I'll see y'all later. Bye. No, kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Thank you very much, man. Thank you so much. Uh, I saw someone say, someone, she's the actress you hear before you see unapologetic 24 pack. Yeah. It's yeah, but I think she's a good actress. Look, I think she's a great actress. I think she could do well. I don't know if I believe her for Elida. I think everybody that said that she'd be a better Cadswain, I agree with that. Um, the Wonder Jason says the Wonder Girls will wind up being the dragon over Rand. I'm pretty sure they're sending up some sort of a Gwen thing in the waist, but we'll see. I mean, the dragon tattoos, even though they are disgusting, have shown up, so that I guess means something. Her voice is unmistakable, absolutely. I don't know. We'll see. I think there's a parallel between Elida and I forget the character she played in The Expanse. She's pretty ruthless. So, Dragon by Committee. Well, you know, the five-headed dragon. So really, I don't know. I think she'll be fine wherever they put her because she's a good actor. We'll see what material they give her to do, right? Honestly, they have some very good actresses in the show. The writing is so insanely bad that yeah, I think that's what it. I think that's the big problem right there. Is I think there's plenty of good actors and actresses in there. Just the material is garbage. Thank you again, dumb stupid. I love your name. I love your name so much. It gives me joy in the cockles of my heart. As strong as more. Okay, so a few of you guys have confirmed she of the before the girls and the new Rand showed up. She's pretty mid tier, if not above mid tier. I couldn't remember. So, she has a deep history of Moraine, third leg of the tripod. Scores to settle with both of them when she returns to the White Tower because she was not invited to play her reindeer games, apparently. Elida is someone who believes in ends over the means and is willing to do anything to achieve what she is envisions to be for the greater good. So I disagree with that. I don't know what you guys. I don't think Elida cares about the greater good at all. Do you guys feel like Elida cares about the greater good? Yes, and that's also Silver. Like you're absolutely correct, 100%. Ageless means old. It's very weird. Like you know, Shiriam is old. Yeah, well, they're all most of them are old. It's crazy. Like the Aes Sedai, they all the castings, it's all older women, and it's just like it's weird. It's weird. So, I don't think that's accurate. She envisions to be for the greater good. All Elida cares only for herself and what's good for Elida. That's it. She cares about her own greater good. That's all. Yep, exactly. So Elida was evil because she was stupid. Elida is pretty much the predominant Aes Sedai. She shows exactly what Aes Sedai are. They're all arrogant. They all think they know everything, and most of the time they're wrong. So I don't feel like that's how the show is going to portray her, especially with this actress. Elida was evil because she was stupid, and I think that's Alden's right. No one she cares about her own greater good, and that's all. She the ends justify the means to get her what she wants. So her actions were objectively evil, but she was not on the side. Well, that's the most interesting part about Elida in the series, right? Is Elida is not a dark friend, but she's probably done more to help the dark one than many of the dark friends because of her arrogance and her being an idiot. Um, when the Dark One does appear, how do you think they will do it? Most of the women in the Wheel of Prime are have girl boss powers, armors, which trumps ass. I don't think that. So Jason, part of the confusion with the first few. I don't even think I shared this one out here. I don't remember even sharing this out. Okay, oops, my bad. Maybe I should. Um, everything's broken. When I lost all my stuff, like my kid touching my computer. Um, but oh man, what was I saying? Sorry, hold on. Technical difficulties as always. That's right. Narg posted the official synopsis. He also sent it to me. Let's see here. What else? Of course, my messages are messed up. So whatever. Sorry. Where were we? Besides for me getting confused about where the hell I am. So that's I guess that's also a question I have. I wonder, where do you think where do you guys think that we are going to start with Elida? Because I know everybody seems to think a different thing. So I'm curious. It's okay. You're taking reminds me when yeah, well they just help themselves or whatever. It's fine. It's okay. So I'm curious. So first of all, like I know it's only about a minute of footage, right? But what do you guys think? Where do you think we're gonna? Since it's now confirmed, even though we knew it was gonna happen, Elida's in the series. Do you think we're gonna start with Elida in the tower? Or do you think we are actually going to get a Camelin scene? Because I am sort of what I'm sort of thinking is going to happen is we're going to have this big, huge blow up of a scene, right? With the Black Sitters raising up against Suan and defending Leandrin, and Leandrin's going to escape, and then that's what's going to end up bringing Elida back to the tower. And we're not going to get Camelot at all, or we're going to get a little tiny snippet of a scene of Elida arguing with Morgaze that she needs to go back to the tower, and Morgaze is going to be pissed and say you can't go, or it's going to be you need to get Egwene or get Elaine back here or some shit, right? So I'm not sure how. Tower though we could get lucky. I don't know. I am very convinced that we're not going to get Camelin, an actual Camelin. Won't she drop into Lander's storyline? She'll be in the tower. My bet. Yeah. So that's what I think is going to be whatever happens with the Leandrin start to the series, which is the whole fight with cutting people in half and whatever the hell is going on, right? And since it's going to be Leandrin and probably several more Reds that are outed as Black Aja, Suwan will either call Elida back to I don't know, like almost take charge or call punishment for the Reds that left, or something like that. And any Morgaze stuff we have, because Morgaze is cast, right? So it's one of those. How do we get Morgaze without Camelin? That's the weird thing, right? Is we know Morgaze is going to be in it. So where is that going to happen? Is it going to be a flashback? Not only do we have the Morgaze, we know Morgaze's cast, but we have that shot of Elaine putting on, I guess, the Crown of Andor sideways. So why is she putting on the Crown of Andor? Is she going through her mom's stuff while she's at the tower? Right. I'm trying to unpack some of this stuff, right? Because I think that maybe there's a. So hold on, let me see. So we already know who she is. Let's see here. I know they hate me using it because they blocked me on Twitter, but they do have good news. They do good work for this crappy show, but So let's see here. Opening scene is just a bunch of women in their 40s and 50s shredding each other. Oh boy. So we've seen some images of that, right? So, but I am curious how this is all going to line up, because there's a few things that we know, right? So they've come right out and said that the whole cast is going to be together again. Right? So they're all going to be together again. Great. Where are they? Are we really suggesting that Rand is back at Tarvalin? Because that is just silliness. What's up, Articus? How you doing, buddy? She's on the set of Cheers. That's probably her next show. That's why she decided to do this. She was outside smoking a stogie. They're like, "Hey, you're an actual actress. You want to be on our shitty show?" And they're like, she's like, "How much?" And they're like, "Whatever you want." And she's like, "Sweet, let's do it." Right? Maybe, I don't know, but that's where I'm getting, because it seems to be like confirmed. There you go. Joshua confirmed that our heroes will start the season together again. So if we're talking about all of our heroes, are we talking about Matt, Rand, Perrin, because those are the three heroes, right? Serious prediction: they blew half the special effects. I think you're probably right. That that, and probably they've flipped the camera upside down a few times. They got a stunt cameraman to like do the flippy tricks, and all that stuff. Maybe, I don't know. So if they're all together, is it going to be Matt, Rand, Perrin, Egwene, Nynaeve, Elaine? Are those the characters we're talking about? Or are we throwing in Aviendha as well? So that would be. But if all of them are together, where? Like, and if it's at the tower, it's again the stupidest thing ever, because now that so it's like they got away with the tower bullshit the first season when he went to the tower, because they didn't know that Rand was the dragon yet, right? The Dragon Reborn, that is. So, it's one of those, okay, they didn't know, so him being there, blah, 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 fine. Now, there is no reason they shouldn't know that Rand al'Thor is the Dragon Reborn, since, Moraine, since Moraine proclaimed him with the Dragon Banner because Lanfear told her to. Right? So since Lanfear told Moraine to proclaim him dragon, the whole White Tower should know that that Rand is the Dragon Reborn. So if they go back to the White Tower, anybody else see a problem there? The Dragon Reborn in the White Tower? You know, they all know he's the Dragon Reborn. Hello. Um, hmm. He's probably means they are just starting together in Falme because they ended there. So if we're going on good faith, right? Superfly, good to see you. If we're going on good faith, that would be the best thing for them to do, right? So if we're going to give them the best faith we can, especially because from what it sounds like, and I don't know if Aldan or Articus want to hop on here, or Nathan, if you're around, whatever. If we're going on best faith arguments, that would be make the most sense, because we also heard from one of those breakdowns of the first that they showed at the Comic-Con in Brazil, that there was, it looked like the first one of the first shots was Rand, Moraine, Lan, and Egwene, and there was like a palm tree behind them or something, right? So it would make sense, at least in the show, that if they all starting together, it's them in Falme deciding what to do, and then they go separate directions. So that would make sense. And if we're gonna go on best faith, if we're gonna try and be fair, that would make sense for them to, all chill in Falme for a second. No, I'm not yelling yet. There's nothing really to yell at yet. Uh, you know, so they could all be in Falme for the aftermath, and then they go their separate ways. But the problem with that, but then we hit some problems, right? So here, this is where and this is where I keep having problems, right? So Egwene still ends up in the White Tower. So how is Egwene in two places at once if Rand doesn't go with her to the tower? Because we know Egwene goes to the Dragon Reborn is already in the tower. What do you mean? Egwene has been there since season 2. You're right. I forgot that Egwene is the dragon. My bad. What's up, Nick? But she's there. So you just think she's dreaming? You don't think she's actually going to go to the IO Waste? I mean, that's possible too. I guess any of the waste shots, we really haven't seen her there, huh? So is that your prediction now, then? You think that Egwene really isn't going to the Waste? All of her scenes in the Waste are her dreaming? Hmm. That could make, I don't know. I'm not trying. I'm just trying to figure out where we're at. I want to get a hold of that first minute. That's what I really want to get a hold of. You think it's the other way around? How could it be the other way around? She's in the Waste dreaming of her accepted trial? Maybe she just figures out how to split herself in two. maybe she does a Shalon out then, and she breaks herself in two, and she's in both places at once because she's the Dragon reborn. Right? Why not? The Tower Coup will be a flashback by Egwene who is in the Waste. But the Tower Coup is a Tower Coup. There's several events that happen in the tower, right? So even if we have the Tower Coup, right, she still has to have her accepted trial because we've seen that. They're not going to do either of those, Jason. How do I think they're going to do the Laurel Crown and Calendar? Easy. They're not. That would be great. Can we all agree season 1 through 3 are bad fever dreams, like JR and Dallas, and the reset the truth? That would be fantastic. That'd be with all new actors, and we just start completely over. That'd be awesome. That'd be great. It's all just Rand having a fever dream After, you know, that'd be great. Yeah, I just I don't think I I have been. There's only two things that happen with Calendar that they can do. Okay, because they're definitely 100% skipping the Stone of Tear, right? I don't think there's any doubt anywhere. I don't think anybody denies that at this point. That yeah, that would be great too. Absolutely, the last three Star Wars, that'd be great. Um, I don't think anybody denies that they don't have time or the want to do the Stone of Tear. So if you don't do the Stone of Tear, if you think they're still going to do Calendar, there's only really one option, and that's in Ryuden. Um, Now, especially now since we've seen scenes of Rand walking out of Ryuden with Moraine in his hands, uh, I am more positive than ever that Kalendor is not going to exist. At least not how we know it. Um, the only other way they do Kalendor is they have the IEO Wise Ones present the Crystal Sword to Moraine is Kalendor. It's upper booty. She is the power. He has to wield her. Why not? Have absolutely. They just released Witcher 4 trailer. They did? Do you guys want to watch the Witcher 4 trailer? The Witcher 4 trailer's out, huh? Hold on. I don't want to go on IGN. Fuck off. It's 6 minutes? Oh, it's the game. Wait, that doesn't look like Geralt. Why did she steal Geralt's stuff? What, 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 why is Geralt a woman? Uh, what, what, I, I haven't played Witcher 3, but I'm pretty sure this doesn't look like Geralt. What, is this Siri? Did Siri take his stuff or something? Or is this like, what is happening? Uh, 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 what, Articus? You have bad news? Who's the protagonist? Is it Siri? Who, what is happening? Hold on. What, 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 what is happening? This is not, the what, 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 where's Geralt? Geralt just grew his hair out? Where's Geralt? Like, Geralt is Geralt dead? Who is this? Is it just another Witcher? Is she better than Geralt? Is it Siri? I don't like. Can't we get Fat Geralt then from from Last of Us too? At least that'd be funny. It could be just random girl Witcher, right? Um, she's more OP than Moraine Steve. Cersei is? Well, yes, I know that. It's so Siri. I said Cersei. I'm sorry. So you get to play as Siri. So did she steal his weapons, or does she have his own weapon? Her own weapons? Like, are those Geralt swords? I don't know. I don't know enough about the old Witcher lore. Are those Geralt swords? I know he has two. She's at the Midsummer Festival. There you go. Are those anybody that knows Witcher good? Are those his swords? She has her own. Okay. So Geralt retired. Who makes The Witcher? CD Projekt Red. That's right. Hmm. Is that like the fake out? You're supposed to think it's Geralt. Okay, there.
'Twere my only choice.
We shall.
Oh, she's being married into servitude. Okay, to an evil guy. Okay, great.
Aunt, 'tis tradition. Chosen she is by the gods.
No! You chose her.
Salty. Come on, man. She's a witcher. She's gonna save her. She's being sacrificed for meat. I don't know. I don't know. Why is she wearing? Is that Geralt? Geralt? Why is she wearing a wolf talisman? Okay. Oh, the Game Awards are going right now, huh? At least she gets to fight a monster. She's drinking the Witcher stuff. Okay. I don't know. Yep, her Witcher medallion warns her danger, Will Robinson. Really? All right. I mean, yeah, I wasn't surprised to see it wasn't Geralt. Why isn't? I just thought it would be Geralt, but I guess it's true. Geralt's boring now. I don't know. I don't know enough about The Witcher. Otherwise, I just seeing that is a little bit like, oh, okay. I guess it's all about Ciri now. I don't know. Like I can't speak too much on it because I don't know the Witcher games very well. So I don't know. Maybe they'll surprise you, and it'll be the Ciri from the books. I don't know. Well, I mean, I don't. Maybe they'll surprise you. I don't know. You haven't seen the gameplay yet, right? That's all just. I'm assuming that's all just a cinematic, right? Excuse me. I don't know, dude. It's not like I said. I know Witcher 3 is very widely liked by a vast majority of people. My confusion is why Geralt's just not there. Like, did they? He doesn't die in Witcher 3, right, or nothing. I mean, hell, he's. Uh, I don't know. I don't know that I completely agree with that. It doesn't help if the it doesn't help if the story is shit, but sometimes game mechanics can overcome a bad story sometimes. I'm not saying at all times. I'm not saying you're even wrong, but some games don't have any story and they're just fine. But if it's a narrative, story-driven game, it should have a good story. I don't disagree with you on that, right? It's hard to separate the gameplay out of the storyline, but there are games where you just play and don't listen to the story at all. But I'm not look, I don't have a dog in this fight. I haven't played The Witcher. I haven't I've watched the show. That's about it. Like I don't so I don't know. So I was surprised to see Ciri and not Geralt. That's all. Geralt retired with Yen and doing weird shite on a pony. Oh, okay. So he did retire. So okay. Is Sweet Baby Ink's a part of the production of The Witcher 4? Is that what we're talking about? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it's fucked then. Anything else I said, take them away. It's fucked. If Sweet Baby Ink's involved, it's fucked. It's over. Like I look. It's one of those things. Like I don't want to be the guy that immediately. What's up, buddy?
Yo,
Jumps to a
not much.
conclusion. The problem is like everything is like.
I mean, you're it's not you. You're noticing the pattern, which is the issue.
Right. Well, the problem is it's all it's all female leads now. Even Zelda is.
Yep.
It's. I mean, even Zelda, even my Zelda game, which is okay, is Zelda. It's like
this one's making me I immediately thought of Last of Us 2 when I saw it. Like,
yeah,
that's
no, I can
first
see
thing
that. Well,
popped in my
you
mind.
throw the Sweet Baby Ink thing on top of it, and that just cements anything. All I gotta do is say Sweet Baby Ink's involved, and it's like,
Mhm.
okay, what's fucked?
Well, it's
You know,
like when
I mean,
Sweet Baby Inc. just so like around just when Baby Inc. started getting popular. I
mhm.
think it's the CEO. And I don't think it was the CEO. It was some high creative dev or creative lead of CD Projekt Red who happens to not, let's say they don't identify binarily. I could say that.
I was just
And they released a video talking about CD Projekt Red's endeavors to strive to be diverse, inclusive in their storytelling going forward. Like they did a whole giant pitch, basically, like they were Sweet Baby Inc. all by themselves.
okay.
So it's I don't know. It feels like they're using the fact that Sorilla is enjoyed by fans as like a okay character as a
Yeah.
shield to justify making a story with her
Well,
as the lead.
the game. I mean, that's you have to separate game from book from show because they're all
Yeah.
different, right?
Yeah.
Like they're all way different. So it's sort of wild, right? It's just like talk about being a complete mess. The Witcher fandom. Holy shit.
And then at the end of the trailer, can you guess what they do? to
No,
hype
I
the
didn't
game
get
up?
there. You want
Yeah.
me? Should I bring it up?
Oh yeah.
Oh, what did they do? Uh-oh. What did
They
I miss?
had everyone's favorite character go, "Just you wait. Get ready."
Oh God, what is that? What Geralt does?
Yeah. They
I
get
thought
the
Geralt
original.
was dead.
Well, no. So Geralt is in.
Or Geralt is. I thought Geralt was retired.
He is. So at the
So
end,
why
of
is
the,
he saying "get ready, bitch"?
it's because they want you to
They
pick
want
up
you
the
to like
game.
it, so they got to make Geralt make her better.
Well, they want you to pick up the game thinking that you'll get more Geralt story, even though they've said that it's not about Geralt. So they tease Geralt because you might get 10 seconds of Geralt in the main game. So then that's it. And
How
then the rest-
How far at the end is it?
It's like the very end after the titles, the credit cut.
So all we want is for her to go to the woods, to go to the gods.
Gods?
Also, this is just a complete
There are
ripoff
no
of
gods here.
the other cinematic trailer of
There are
Geralt.
only monsters.
Like they even steal the line.
There's only monsters, baby.
So like there's a cinematic trailer of Witcher 3 where he does a job for a whole bunch of random guys. I'll let you hear it. Oh, they don't
Oh,
play it. It was
didn't
only
play
it was only at the reveal that they played Geralt's line.
Oh,
Like there's a trailer for Witcher 3 where he does a job to kill like a monster for some random guys, and then he comes back from the hunt and
Decade
they
of gaming.
are hanging a woman on a tree and they're taking her down and they're about to like rape and everything, and then they give him the gold. They say go off now, Monster Witcher, and then
there
it's
it
like
was. There it
yeah.
is. Hold on, it's here. Hold on.
Time for a new saga.
yeah, there it is.
See you on the path.
Yeah. So after doing the quest for them, he comes back, takes the gold, and then they're about to have their way.
I sent you, Aldan. Check your thing. So it's like, oh, it's all Siri, and then like, hey, by the way, my name's Geralt.
Yeah.
You
guys remember me?
You should play my game, bros, because
I'm not in it,
Geralt, y'all.
but you should play it.
I'm not, y'all. I'm not in my TV show either. But
Because
yeah, time for change, guys.
I just don't. So
Look
Laura,
at Lao Yen.
she never had she never had the depth of character for me to head an entire game on her own.
I don't see, like I don't know. That's why, like I said, like it's one of those games that I should get around to playing, The Witcher 3, but I don't know nearly enough, right? So it's like I don't want. I fall into this thing where I don't want to be that person that immediately just goes, well, girl protagonist bad, right? Like the Zelda game's okay. It's I haven't finished it yet, so that shows you how into it I really am. It's all right. I'll eventually finish it, but like I don't feel an attachment to that game like I have when I'm playing Link. I think a lot of these games would be serviced so much better if they just did both.
That's the well. Technically, I think they are, though it's a workaround. So they're doing this game as Witcher 4, and then they have 2 other Witcher games that they have unannounced.
But then
One
they're
go-
not, because you have to play a Siri. What I'm saying is
Oh, that's what
if
you
you
mean,
don't
yeah.
want to play a Siri, there should be another Witcher as an option for a
Yeah.
man to play.
Yeah.
Like it can't take I'm sorry, I know there's a programming involved, but there's not there. It's just another rig. Just make a male rig.
Yeah.
Look, they're doing amazing stuff with video games these days. You're telling me you can't make a male rig to go through the same game as one of the other Witchers that is involved in the story.
Yeah.
Or Geralt. I mean, if you don't want to bring Geralt back, right? I mean, it's one of those things. They don't want to bring Geralt back because they know everybody would play Geralt.
Yeah. Well,
so that's fine. If you want people to play a Siri, fine, give them that option, but give them a second option. Like I don't know. That's the biggest problem I have with all of this stuff right now is like for the Zelda game, let me play as Link. Like give me the option, or have them work together where I'm playing as both, right? It's just I don't care. There's more. Sure, you want to say there's more girls playing games? I'm sure that's true. My daughter plays a lot of video games. Her friends are girls. They play a lot of video games. I don't see her playing these games, but I know there are girls out there playing these games. That's fine. Just make a different rig. That's the thing that's the thing that's always bothered me is for just make a girl character, make a guy character.
But the thing is that the girls that are playing, one, they're not enough to carry these female protagonist games because a lot of them are bombing, and two, a lot of them just end up playing the male protagonist games that we all already love and enjoy.
Well, because they like them for what they are usually, but I mean, I don't know. It's just.
It's like fantasy, right? There's plenty of female protagonist fantasy books out there, but what do all the women end up liking? They like Tolkien, Rings of Power. I mean, not Rings of Power, Wheel Time, and
misspoke. Hey! Wash your mouth out with soap, there, buddy. I don't know. I just think it's a problem created out of nothing. It's an easy problem to solve if you actually want the problem solved. It's not a problem to begin with, but if you don't want to cause bullshit drama, it's very easy. Just make 2 rigs.
Yeah, I just think they shouldn't have done anything connected to Geralt.
Well, if you're going away from Geralt, don't bring him into it. That's right too.
They love the drama. What are you talking about?
They also don't like making money either, which is weird. But I think
why would you do this in The Witcher? Right after the TV show, right? It just bombed.
It's directly after the TV show showed that this doesn't work.
That's what I'm saying. If they'd done it before, maybe fine. But like after what you've just seen, with what they did, and then you put a female, and I'm whatever. Like Siri, it makes sense for me for Siri to pick up the mantle at some point, right? But to do it now is the dumbest thing they could have possibly done. It's ridiculous.
I just just do a God of War thing where it's 2 Witchers and you can switch between which one you want to play as. Or something, right? Like just, one's following the other one around, and if you could switch between the 2 depending on what you got to do. Like I don't know. It's not this is just a made up. It's I don't know. It's one of those. I don't understand. It's obvious. There's no way to not feel like it's a DEI choice when they do this stupid shit.
Yeah, especially when they themselves have said that they want to do more for DEI.
Yeah, I haven't paid attention, but if they had a whole conference saying that that's what they're doing, then
they're like the first big studio to start picking it up when it started rolling out, and it wasn't like there was like an interest group that went to them advertising it, like Sweet Baby Inc. They themselves put it upon themselves to be like, yeah, we want to do this on our own, because they happen to like the I don't know. I don't want to get you in trouble.
And I don't know a ton of it's. I understand they're getting a bunch of DEI money, but the problem is they take the DEI money, they kill their game, then they don't make any money on the game. So was it really worth it taking the DEI money?
Yeah, and the reason I have slight hope is because Cyberpunk, while it was buggy on release, the story was pretty decent. The gameplay was really good, but like the the whole DEI stuff sort of works within the cyberpunk universe, right? Because it's far in the future.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's who knows what's going on. You can be mogged out of the ass, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
so it works in that universe, but it's not. It's going to be such a slap to the face when you go into fantasy again, and it's no.
Well, the biggest, it's all that now, right? It's like, you know, it's gonna be like, you know, go to the next Dark Souls and all the tarnished or women, and it's gonna be like, what? It's like, what is happening here?
Speaking of Dark Souls, they're doing another DLC for Elden Ring.
Are they really?
Yeah. They held a gun to his head, told him.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Even though he said he's not doing anything more with Elden Ring yet, they're doing another Elden Ring DLC.
Well, they made all the money on the planet, so
yeah, they're like, listen, bro, you're doing it whether you want it or not.
What's crazy is the Elden Ring DLC could win Game of the Year.
Yeah.
2025? Really?
Yep.
Like it's I don't know. Just look at what From Software's done. Follow that. Right? That's it. That's all you gotta do. Like,
do the Monkey
game
game.
science, that's why Game Science is being successful with Monkey King. I still got to finish that.
Yeah, I still got to finish it too, but it's still so good. I just haven't had time. I've been too busy.
Oh, I didn't stop playing it because I didn't want to. Yeah. I just things happened, right? So, but but there's so like I have a problem ever seeing Elden Ring be done. There's so much story for them to tell, and that
it's another excuse Martin can use to not write his book.
Didn't he write out and say he's not doing Winter? Isn't that the last word? Is he said he's not doing it?
He literally said, "I'm lazy and it's not getting done."
Listen, you entitled fans, he owes you nothing.
Witcher 4, the Hindenburg. I don't know. Where I'm sort of at is just like we need.
Did they make it hot?
You need a gameplay trailer with it, okay? And then you know, it's like I get what Salty's saying to a point. Is, you know, if you have a shit story that's just Dragon Age Veilguard levels of shit, it affects everything, right? But
yeah,
you know, because so if it's a story-driven game like that, but you know, I don't.
It may not.
I don't know the story well enough to say that Ciri couldn't be a viable protagonist. That's all. I don't know.
She could be.
She could be if they did it correctly. But she needs to be hot.
It's just that the games, they didn't set her up as a protagonist. Like she didn't have the character depth that Geralt had and Yennefer had as a duo. I would prefer a Yennefer game than a Ciri. It's just
I wouldn't. I would be okay with a well done Ciri led game, to be honest, where they did build some of her character out, start to build it out, right? You could totally do that, but that's not what they're going to do.
Well, that's the problem. Is you know, fool me once, you know, but you know, it's just we've seen time after time after time them do this, and then it's like, well, maybe we should give it a chance, and then it's like, fuck you. It's like, well, fuck.
So have you played Witcher 3 Elden?
This book. Yeah, man, I have.
Did you also notice that trailer was basically just a 1-for-1 of the killing monsters for the Geralt cinematic, Witcher 3 cinematic?
Yeah. I didn't watch that. You mean that trailer, the Witcher 4 trailer?
No. So that Witcher 4 trailer is almost exactly like the killing monsters trailer for Witcher 3.
Yeah, I don't even remember the killing monsters trailer for Witcher 3. Oh. I played the game, but
the first Berserker Karazhan, the hardcore RPG coming out. Okay, I don't know, you know, I don't know what that's about. I may have to check it out. But Elden Ring is the big news. It's a standalone game, not a DLC. It's a whole new game. Holy shit! And it's coming out next year. It is still coming out in 2025, Grifter? I guess they have all the technology. They're just like...
Oh, it's not a DLC. It's a new game
entirely? It's a whole new game.
Oh, Night Rain. So I'm guessing they're using the Ronnie storyline as the canon ending then.
Holy shit!
Because at the end of the game, if you side with Ronnie, she says, "Let the night reign." Like I think she even says, "Let the night reign." The
Right,
night's
but then doesn't this DLC take place after that? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at Vate Vita or whatever it is called.
the DLC I think is parallel to the main game and is not. It doesn't happen after the game.
That's
ends,
another
sorry.
game I should finish. I actually started playing again and took the time and didn't cry every time I died. So once you can get over dying, I got to get Wukong done first though.
Yeah, I got to play Elden Ring.
Same. Oh man, so
finding time, it's impossible.
The Witcher 4 scene is a mirror of that fight.
He's talking about the cinematic killing monsters that I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not excited.
Zelda either. I gotta finish Zelda too. I got a whole list of games I need to finish. Like I just need to get on it. Maybe I'll play a game tomorrow morning after I get the kids off to school. Maybe I'll play something. I don't know.
I'm just tired of the trend, man. I don't get Rand in my Wheel of Time. I don't get.
Well, that's the biggest problem, right? Is it's just every single thing. It's
the same shit.
It's just the same shit. It's like It's like I don't want to play a female protagonist. I don't. Like I'm not being sexist about it. I just don't connect. Like I play Warcraft. I play guys. I don't play girls in Warcraft. I play. Every game I play, if I have a male option, I play a male because I'm a male, and that's that's just how I roll, right?
We're all like that. That's what you do. You're injecting yourself into the game. Like that's.
I just don't. I've never understood why. I have never understood why it's so hard to just make a male and a female rig and give the player the choice.
Yeah.
What game was that I was actually surprised did it? The Phoenix.
Hogwarts, you could do it.
There's a few that like oh man, I forget. It was like it was a Zelda like game that came out that you could you could make your own character and it could be male or female. It's like, okay, good, great, I'll play it. And I played some of it. It didn't turn out to be a very good game, but
Hogwarts was like that, man. You can pick,
it's like, and then if you had more of that, right? Then if you have a story that makes sense, and then it's a female protagonist and Ciri fits in and she's doing things she's supposed to be doing, then fine. But it's just you're gonna lose some of your player base.
Yeah,
probably. Yeah. I think.
Not if you made it hot. It needs to be hot. I would play it hot.
I just find that the female stories that they that I could connect with, they rarely tell, and the stories they end up telling, I never ever really emotionally connect with.
The problem is they just make them the men's storyline.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Right. It's not. I really need to. I need to make my trailer review. People getting too many views for the Wheel of Time trailers. I need to make my trailer. I made or my trailer video. I haven't made a video in so long. I just need to break the seal. So this is the Night Rain. So so I know. So I've watched them, right? I haven't played through all of them because I suck. But I thought the Erd Tree, the next one, the DLC came after the end canonically, right?
No,
it doesn't.
It doesn't. No, it's.
Oh wait, it starts right at the grave, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So technically, that's actually sort of kooky. So like, the DLC happens at a midpoint in the actual.
Yes. So it's sort of parallel to the main story, though.
Right. Because the Erd Tree isn't turned into fire or whatever by the end. I thought the fire, the tree blowing up was the canonical ending.
So I don't think they actually do have a canonical ending per se. And this is just me speculating with the title of the game, because the whole thing with Ronnie's ending is that she ushers in the era of the moon, the night.
Right.
And that's what the title is.
Josh, we were talking about Shouren
she's there, right?
Beginning. Yeah, she it's what I feel like the Shouren announce thing is sort of like
we knew that a year ago. for sure.
Yeah, I feel like it's old news. We all sort of deduce that she was playing. I guess it's an official announcement that she's playing Elida, but we already knew that without them officially announcing it. So it's sort of like no news. I mean, so it's like, okay, great, she's announced.
She's not right for the role.
She isn't, but and also the problem is they're
close.
probably going to inject. We're going to get a lot more White Tower nonsense because she's Elida.
Yep.
We're going to get so much more White Tower bullshit because of her being Elida, and it's going to be horrible.
They'll have to make it up too. Like they'll have to write all this stuff for Elida to do.
Right. Well, they're going to give her all kinds of shit because it's one of those they because once again we are writing we're writing for the actress, not for the part.
Exactly right. They've done it before. That's obviously
that should be the name of the fucking Wheel of Time show. Wheel of Time season 3, where we write for the fucking actors and actresses, not for the fucking character. Because they don't. They're always writing for the character, not for the actor, not the character. So I want to check this out. I know it's not Wheel of Time, but I'm pretty hyped for this. Like it's the strangest thing. I'm no good at the game, but I love when they come out because I love watching people play this game. I don't get it.
I do too. I love it too, man.
It's like I love watching people play Elden Ring. It's crazy. I've lost so much time watching people play Elden Ring. It's nuts. So more Elden Ring is good for everybody. Like everybody's happy. Every streamer on the planet on Twitch is like, thank fucking Jesus. Give me more more Elden Ring. I can't believe it's a whole new game. That's wild.
I wonder if they're just going to do what Breath of the Wild did or Tears of the Kingdom, where it's basically
the same land, only changed.
Yeah.
I think that would be smart. They may take a little flack for that.
Yeah.
But maybe they'll add. I don't know, because the way they did Tears of the Kingdom, it was still the same land, but there was a lot different. Still, right? So the map was still the same, but you had the sky part, you had the chasms, and even part of the base of Hyrule was still.
I think everyone's argument was that it felt more like a DLC with them reusing so much than it actually did a.
Well, that's the thing. It was a DLC.
Yeah.
Tears of the Kingdom, that would actually it's a great parallel you made, because that would make a lot of sense, because Tears of the Kingdom originally was meant to be a 10-hour DLC to Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
And then it just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and they said, you know what, fuck it, we're just gonna make a whole new game because we have too much stuff we want to put in this. It's getting too big for DLC. We're just gonna make it a new game. So technically, Tears of the Kingdom is a Breath of the Wild DLC. So that's why it feels like it, because that's what it is.
Yeah, it started. Yeah.
So, all right, which I don't care. I loved it. I can't. That's crazy. I can't believe it's coming out this year, though.
That's good work by them.
I gotta get moving on my games. Oh, are they gonna turn the races dark? Ooh, okay, there you go. I'm gonna pause it for a second. Sorry, just because I don't want to take off.
Do you get knocked for trailers stuff like this?
I don't know. I just stopped. I'm not sure. Part of it depends on whether we're talking over it or not, I think. So I just don't want to get knocked off the platform. Like,
yeah.
So
sure.
we'll try. Screw it. If they stop the stream, we'll stop it.
You were chosen.
A lot of it is
thrown together by forces beyond their control.
You can fly on a birdie now.
Yeah, it looks good.
There you
awesome.
go. That's a Breath of the Wild shit.
It's Matt. Look out! It's Matt from the Wheel of Time.
Is it Matt?
That's Gaul. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah,
dude, that's a new weapon. Is that a new weapon? Crossbows?
Yeah, this looks pretty good.
Whoa, that was a hook shot, baby.
This looks like Shad's fight. Did you see Shad's fight in the real life sword fight?
I couldn't tell if some of this was bad guy, like
Tragedy
actual fighters,
must be
or
averted.
Dude, look
Sounds
at
a lot
that
like
axe.
the Halo music.
I
mate.
need your help.
Yeah, the music is sweet.
That was Halo. I swear to God.
Dude, wait, you get a you get a bird instead of a horse? Where's the fucking where's God, I can't remember the horse's name.
Torrent.
Fucking horsey.
Torrent.
Torrent. There you go. It's a bird instead of torrent.
They named it Torrent so people that try to torrent the game only get pictures of the horse instead.
I wonder if you get both.
Oh, that's the boss from Dark Souls 3. The Forgotten King.
I will swat away any and all who dare approach.
Whoa. Yeah, so that's yeah, there it's yeah. It's Rodon's arena, isn't it?
Yeah.
The life of the Night Lord.
The Night Lord.
You're probably gonna be fighting your player character from last game as like the big bad, because I think they did that in Dark Souls 2. I think Dark Souls 2 you fight who you would have been in Dark Souls.
I can't believe it's coming out next year.
Yeah, that's good work from
That's
you, mate.
insanity.
But I mean, it's a successful game. Like you want to make hay while the sun shines. It's smart. It's good.
Oh, it's absolutely smart. Don't get me wrong, but that's 3 Elden Ring titles in 4 years.
3.
Because Erdtree just came out this year.
Yeah. So what's
Elden Ring came out what 2002, 22? Was it 22, 23?
22 or dude, it might have been 23.
So
when did it?
3? Oh, it could be. I don't. Man, it's wild.
20.
Man.
I think it might have been 23. I'm gonna Google it.
Let's see here. So they fly now, Finn. Yeah. Tarnished fly now. It's but they're being okay. So
22, yeah.
So From Software is just showing that they're better than everybody else, in my opinion. Okay, like now I don't talk. I pay attention to video game stuff. I don't get to talk about it nearly as much as I'd like to, but just From Software is just showing everybody that they are better than everybody else in all this shit, because they took a lot of the assets from Elden Ring, reapplied them, put them into the Erdtree expansion. They along with having a whole new land. It looks like it's like Articus said. It looks like it's just going to be the original land again, using some of the same things. I'm sure there'll be new things in there involved too. But think of all, if you just use the same land, change some things around, block some areas off or something, made some new chasm areas, sky areas like Tears of the Kingdom, and then just filled it up with all new bosses and new monsters. It does look like it's multiplayer. I did notice that too. That would be absolutely fucking nuts if it's actual multiplayer and not that stupid. And I think it just judging by that one scene, it's not a ghost, it's another player. So so the new game is multiplayer as well. It seems like might be a roguelike from what I've heard. A roguelike? I don't know if it would be a roguelike, but you can see 2 players playing for sure.
Yep.
I mean, that'd be cool if they turn it into a roguelike. That would be fucking awesome.
You know what?
So, I gotta get on my Elden Ringing too. So I got a whole bunch of games I gotta play. Suikoden comes out in March too. So but nobody cares about that but me.
So just one more off topic.
Yeah.
Did you see the secret levels episode for Warhammer?
So the secret level episode, have you seen it, Alden?
Oh yeah.
I clicked on it last night and I clicked off, went to sleep. But yeah, I looked at it. I was going to watch it.
It is fun. Okay, so I know there's everybody's feeling hype because Cavill's back and all that stuff, and it's just like how I felt about that. It's great that he's back. I don't think he has any real power or say in what happens with the show. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. I think for me, there is more hope because that secret level fucking episode just fucking was amazing.
It was
like from start to fuck. I've watched it 3 times.
Really?
Yes.
Shit. Maybe I should have watched. Maybe I should have watched that.
I've watched it here. Hold on, I'll bring it up. I've watched it 3 times just for the freaking begin. Like I just wanted to see the beginning fight again.
Yeah,
and it's just like so fucking good.
Bro,
and then my favorite part is just like, you know, he's sitting there dragging that box behind him.
Yeah.
And you're like, what's in the box? Like, you're like, what is that? Is it going to be some giant fucking Uzi gun? And you pop and you throw it out, and it's a priest. And it's like, what?
Yeah,
and then he makes a little bubble, and then he immediately dies. And you're like, what is happening? It's so good.
Yeah, they just keep psychers in boxes until they're ready to use them.
Secret level for me was a total fucking nailed it.
I think it's definitely
second episode was the weakest.
How many episodes are there?
There's 8, and then 8 more coming. I don't know how many different times they're releasing 8, but I know there's 8 more coming Tuesday. I think the Mega Man one is supposed to come out Tuesday, which I'm looking fucking. Hey, dumb Suikoden, my man. Yes, I love Suikoden. Suikoden's one of my favorites.
They get Suroth. They got Suroth, obviously.
What's that?
They got Suroth from Megamind, obviously.
Yeah. But so like I'm trying to think. So the armored core, the Warhammer, I think were the best. What's up, Zax? What up, my man? So the Armored Core and the Warhammer ones were probably my 2 favorites, but the Pac-Man one was wild. It was fucking cool. Like I really liked the Pac-Man one because it was just like nothing like I was like, what the fuck is? It was almost like Abe's Odyssey and Pac-Man's combined. I don't know if you noticed that. But I immediately thought of the character they have in the Pac-Man. I thought it was like Abe from Abe's Odyssey from the old PlayStation games. The Dungeons and Dragons one was like, I actually liked the second one. I forget what it was. The cartoon, like the gosh. Do you remember what the second one was called?
Oh, Shifu?
Shifu. Yeah. That was pretty freaking cool.
Okay.
And
I've only seen the Warhammer one.
So they were all the Dungeons and Dragons one. I think is the worst of the group. The Shifu one was actually pretty fun because even though they did it in like 15 minutes, you could tell. Like I don't know how they are able to tell a better encompass story in 5 minutes than most of these shows. Like in 15 minutes, I figure out the device that makes he has a thing that makes him able to do the things he does. You could tell that what the drawbacks of his power. He doesn't care anyway because he wants revenge for something that was done to somebody he loves. You get that all in 15 minutes, and it's good.
Well, you in like 2 minutes, you're already attached to the captain leading Titus's group in the 40K episode.
The 40K one is fucking amazing, right?
And it's literally just dudes killing people, and you're already in love with.
Well, and it's just you have no idea why they're really there. You just know they're there. You got the general who's Titus is going that Titus is fucking a badass.
Oh,
like and it's like so you're like just waiting. You're waiting. You're just sitting there waiting for Titus to do something.
Yeah,
and then immediately he just like jumps on the tank, cuts the guy's throat with his fucking chainsaw sword, and blows up a tank, and then just keeps walking. It's like, what the fuck? And then at the end, you're paid off again because they're like, okay, mission accomplished. You guys are dead. We'll see you on the other side. And Titus is like, fuck that shit.
Yeah,
it's like I'm not that easy to kill. What the fuck?
Yeah, and
it's just like God.
The guy's
damn,
like,
man.
the guy's like, I'm dead, brother. Run, and he's like, run. We're not finished yet.
Well, and they were dropping the nuke on him, so they were right. So they're getting ready to drop a fucking planet destroyer,
cool,
or whatever it is, and it's just like, and he's just like. Nah, I'll stop that. We're good. I can block that with my shield. What are you talking about? It's like, wow, what a fucking badass.
What do you get when you?
I'll check it out. Then.
No,
it was,
you got just secret
I'll check it
level.
out.
You will like the best part about it too is if you don't have a lot of time, they're 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's
It
what I
doesn't
just
take, it
picked it
doesn't
up from
take a
what you
lot
were
of time to go
saying.
through it.
Yeah.
Which there's 8 of them. The Pac-Man one's good.
Mm.
Armored Core
I'll
is
watch
really
them.
good.
I'll
Keanu
watch them
Reeves
all.
shows up, which is like
Does he? To do what?
he's the lead in it.
Oh,
He's,
bullshit.
they CGI Keanu
CGI,
Reeves.
you mean?
He's the
It's
armored
like
core,
Matrix.
he's the main character in the Armored Core one.
Yeah.
but yeah,
It's
this is good news more than anything because you have not only did this have to go through Games Workshop to get made, this had to go through Amazon to get made.
Well,
And
that is good news because that's what
Yeah.
so with the Henry news, and Steve, I know you're worried about this, but with the Henry news from a couple of days ago, where he's like confirmed that they've actually started production now, they started to do it.
The Crossfire
that being-
episode, I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at both of those, Grifter, if I'm being honest. I don't remember. Part of it is I don't remember the D&D one as well. I need to go back and watch it again because I was in the middle of doing something, so it didn't really grab my attention as much. So I need to go back and watch the D&D one. The Crossfire one was okay, but it wasn't like it wasn't bad. It just wasn't like I wasn't really as attached to the story as the other ones. Does that make sense? I mean, it was fine. Let's see. Secret level. Here you go. Secret level was great. Weakest as I resist is the R one, then D&D. I don't know. I liked the New World one. I thought it was funny. Like I don't know. It's just I enjoyed it. It looked good. I was actually fine with the New World one. But I get it. It was just I found it really fucking funny. Just because it's like you're sitting there going, it's an MMO, so he keeps dying and getting brought back. So, and it's you can tell it's Arnold Schwarzenegger's voice, but like he's in this young body, and it's just sort of a little bit weird. Like, oh man, that's Arnold Schwarzenegger. What the heck? All that was missing was Girl Boss. I know, it's true.
Man, I'm so done with girl bosses, man.
There was a girl boss in Crossfire, but she was like not like girl boss. She was like just a capable woman, which is much different than girl
That's
boss.
not the same thing. I'm okay
Right,
with
exactly.
capable women. I actually like capable women.
Yes, 100%. So, so I'm looking forward for the next 8. But yes, the fucking. Yes, it was really good.
so
The Warhammer one was really, really, really good.
I'm just about finished work for the day, so that'll be me after you finish the stream. mate.
You'd have a hard time finding anybody not saying that the Warhammer one was the best.
Okay, cool.
Warhammer Armored Core were both very good. Of course, Armored Core having Keanu in there being Keanu, it's hard to not like it.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves is an instant okay.
Yeah, he's
I like this now person, right? It's like you put him at cooking toast, and you're like, that was the best fucking toast I've ever seen.
Well, he's on Graham Hancock's new bloody season 2 Apocalypse.
Yeah, I saw that too.
He makes that way better just for being there.
Yeah.
Just
He's just I don't know. Keanu's just just makes you feel good,
boss.
man. He's just a good dude, right? I don't know have anything else to say about him. So, I'm trying to think what the other. I feel like I'm missing one. So you have the D&D, then you have the Sifu one, you have New World after that, then
Unreal Tournament. I think.
Oh my god, I keep forgetting that one. That one's badass too.
Yeah.
The Unreal, that was the one that surprised me the most. You get a full narrative in that fucking 15 minutes, and you're like, it ends, and you're like, what? No, I need more. I need more story, please. No, stop.
The artists for Love, Death, Robots, these are the guys that did it. They're just
you
so
can tell
good.
from the intro. You can instantly tell because the intros are like it starts with the GameCube symbol.
Yeah.
And then it turns into like the episode title. So I thought that was a cool flair that they used the old school GameCube, cube logo for their stuff.
That's a good idea.
It was actually I thought it was one of those things that was very ingenious and cool that they did that. And you could tell right away that it's Love, Death, and Robots.
It's their talent is insane.
I hope it just keeps rolling, right? They
Yes.
don't all have to be like bangers like that, but I mean, like I said, like right now I am very satisfied with what I've watched. And they all weren't perfect, right? And that's okay.
Well,
Yeah.
except for Warhammer. Warhammer.
The Warhammer one was perfect. I don't think you're wrong.
Just just seeing them shrug off all these like normal humans. It was just so good.
Oh, what it was fucking crazy. Let's see. Unreal was 4. Okay.
I think your son's gonna love the Mega Man though.
I hope so far it looks great, man.
If this
Like-
is the quality of what they're releasing,
Well, that's the thing. It's like this is coming from Amazon, so it's like
Yeah.
Amazon. You can do it. Just
Yeah, they can do it though. We know
They
that.
can do it.
They can. Even
They
I
can
didn't
do
think,
it.
dude. I didn't think Fallout was that bad. I know not everyone liked it, but I didn't think it was that badly made. Right?
I look. Fallout was one of those. I sort of have this up and down relationship with
Yeah,
parts of
same.
it were okay.
Parts of it was
Parts
really
of
good,
it
but
weren't.
parts of it were really good too. But I thought parts
Some of it was just narratively dumb,
yeah, for
but
sure.
some of it was all right. Like I
I think
definitely.
I think that
What's
showed
that?
that they can. I think that show in particular showed that they can actually put together good TV. And it was like there was enough there to say, oh, maybe they can do it, right? They just choose.
Well,
they just
it's
consistently
they
choose,
have the talent, they have the teams.
yeah,
the
yeah,
people.
They,
Look,
It's,
I'll be
it's
honest,
literally
the-
just
the-
them
the-
hamstringing themselves.
Look, the
Yeah, yeah.
Reacher, you got the fucking. I
Terminalist is
like
good
the
too,
Jack
man.
Reacher,
I
not the
did
Jack
too.
Reacher, the Jack Ryan show. I enjoy that show. You got the I almost said Peripheral, and that's wrong.
Terminalist.
Terminalist. There you go.
Terminalist, yeah.
Terminalist. That's another one.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good show.
And I know there's actually a few other ones in there too that I
Well,
keep
even-
forgetting about.
Look,
but-
even the boys is trash because of its political messaging. But as
The
like,
Boys
for-
first season was really good.
it was great. The first season was fantastic, and so like that's the thing. I think that they can potentially do it.
I think
Just
they
if you
can.
get the acting.
I think part of it is Bezos has the wrong people in place to run this
what-
shit.
Yeah, I think that's
The
pretty
people
much all
running
of
it are the wrong people, and then you can get stuff like secret level through because the people in charge aren't paying attention.
Yeah,
I honestly think that's why this shit gets through because they're not paying attention to what's going on.
So if Concord got a secret level episode,
What if the Concord secret level episode is really good?
you know what? I don't doubt it's probably going to be good. But like, how hard do you think it would be for us to shill Wheel of Time enough that they do a secret level episode for Wheel of Time?
oh,
They
And
could.
do it
That'd
real
be
good.
great.
and do it good. That'd be
But, well, it's
sick.
one of those things. It's just like
Like they do the prologue, an animated
Like,
prologue.
what if,
Oh.
dude? Like, because the prologue at secret level, oh my god, just doing that would be so fucking good. But like, it's funny because it's like, what if like the Concord episode? Everybody's been laughing because none of the characters in the Concord episode of Secret Level are in the game. So they're all like mostly normal looking people. Yes, diverse, but none of them are in the game. So they're like, so it's like, what if it's really, what if it's really entertaining and good, and the game that's supposed to be revolved around it is dead? Did you see they're gonna stop Justice League, the Justice League one?
Yeah,
the
the Deathstroke is the last DLC season they're doing.
And then they're stopping.
Yep.
That's crazy. They're stopping it because nobody's playing that shit either. That's crazy. So here it is. This is what I wanted to show you. Here, it's the GameCube logo.
Mad.
You can immediately tell that's what it
Yeah,
is.
immediately. That's really cool.
And then it goes. It even goes further from there. You get the. It'll announce the show. It does another one.
Yes.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah, it's
good.
pretty-
Where's the part? Hold on.
That's
Where's
pretty-
my favorite? Where's one of my
creative,
favorite
that's-
parts right here? I don't want to ruin the whole thing for you.
My favorite one was the headbutt after the guy shoots him point blank
Well,
in the
dude,
head.
it's just right here. You know it's about to go down. This is the best right here. I'm gonna pause it right at. They do that, and then
Oh, and the audio cut. Oh, it's not a complete audio cut. It's like a mute, like a suppression on the audio.
Yeah,
That looks cool.
it's this part right here. You're just like right there. You're like, oh fuck me, it's about to go down, baby.
Yeah.
It's so good.
That
The
looks
sound
sick.
is perfect. You can hear like they've done a great job of making them feel like not only are they just huge compared to regular humans, but
They're
just
fast.
they're fast, and you can tell they're heavy just
Oh,
from the
yeah.
sound.
Yeah, man. Oh, this looks. Oh,
It's so
this does-
good.
yeah,
I
it looks
can't watch
pretty
the
cool.
whole thing again on here. It's
Looks
so
pretty
good,
awesome.
dude. It's so good. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Listen, we talked a lot of what we hate and what we're worried about, and now we've talked about something we love.
Well, the stuff is out there. Yeah, wouldn't that be so sweet if Secret Level did a prologue for the Wheel of
Yeah.
Time?
We
Holy
might have to start
fuck.
shilling the show
Based
for
on
them to
that.
do it.
Well,
I can't
based on
do that.
they like whoever,
Can't do
I don't know who did they all look good. Like that's the other thing too. Whether you like the stories in some of them or not, they are all visually wonderful. Like
Do they all
CGI
have
in all of
different-
them is good.
Do they
Yeah,
all have
so-
like slightly different animation styles, like the Love Death Robots stuff does?
Well, the Shifu one is definitely different. It's almost cell shaded.
Mhm.
Then
Because that was the coolest
I
thing
think the
about Love, Death,
Crossfire
Robots.
one is slightly different as well, and well, I think they're all probably slightly different, but the Shifu one is definitely different. The Pac-Man one is slightly different, and then you have any of the ones that have like, well, no, that's not true either because the Shifu one is cartoon, but yeah, they're different animation styles, but they're all just visually just
That looks
pleasing.
sick. That looks pretty damn good.
Oh, it's yeah. It's dude, you're ready for it's 18 minutes and it ends and you're like, all right, round 2, where we at? And it's like, god damn it. That's the
yeah.
biggest problem. I wish the Love Death Robots or in this case the Secret Level stuff transition, like they would then take the most popular ones and make an actual show out of them.
Yeah, right.
Because there's I'm telling you right now, and if Amazon says, okay, we're gonna greenlight 3 shows from this right now. Okay, you got Warhammer show instantly, Armored Core show instantly, and I think the Unreal Tournament one was fucking amazing. It was so good. So like you could get shows out of all those so easily.
Well, they wanted to make Warhammer into like a cinematic universe, right? Like a Marvel type thing. That's what they
GW
wanted.
does. Yeah.
Well, they had yes, they should,
They
and they
totally
should.
do that. They
Oh,
should.
they
They just can't
absolutely
fuck
could,
this
but
thing
it
up.
needs. The problem is you got to build a foundation, right? So you have
You got
to
to start in the right
build that.
spot.
You have to build that first foundation up so it's like solid, and then
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can branch off into so many things. Like I am far from a Warhammer expert, but there is
Same.
shit. There are millions of stories to tell in that universe.
Oh yeah, and it's huge too. Like it's
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 huge.
super. It's really popular. It's
Huge. It's popular.
got a
There's so
massive
much.
fan
There's
base.
all kinds of stories to tell all over the place.
Yeah.
All you have to
Yes.
do is, as they say in Basic, tell the story right.
Yeah.
Just tell the story right. That's it. It's not fucking brain surgery. We have too many people that are. We have too many That's the big. We have too many untalented hacks that go, hey, I want my name to be out there, but I want to take something. I want to stand on the shoulders of giants and take what made them great and fucking destroy it and put my vision on it, even though I'm an untalented fucking hack.
Yeah, I think
It's
it's
exactly
I think
what's going on with Harry Potter right now. That show is going to be a fucking mess.
Yeah,
Not
Maybe.
because they hired a black Severus Snape. I don't fucking care. It's because
did
of the
they-
comments that the showrunner made about fucking Harry Potter itself.
Yeah.
The guy doesn't even like Harry Potter.
yeah, it's wild. It's wild. It's
He doesn't
it's
even
just
like
crazy.
it. He hasn't read it. He doesn't like it. That's your
Well,
showrunner.
That's
I mean,
you
that's a
can't have
step
that.
worse. That's a step worse than Wheel of Time. At least Rafe pretends to like it.
Well, I think he does like his parts of it that he imagined in his
Well,
fantasies.
he
when
likes
was
the
a
White
kid.
Tower. Who
Yeah.
he's one of the
He
very
just had
few
wet dreams
people.
about. He just had
he's
wet dreams about waters on repeat.
It's
That's
one of
what
the.
it is.
It's crazy. It's one of the.
I
Whenever
think
you
the
talk to people about Wheel of Time, their favorite parts aren't White Tower parts. It's just-
Everyone hates the White Tower stuff. The White Tower stuff sucks. It always does. It's a shit. It's a
well,
shit
so it's
institution
very
and it deserves
strange.
to die.
Rafe Durkin says White Tower and Elida are his favorite characters in setting.
That's
What?
wild. That's it. That's how you know it's fucked. You got no
a
chance.
lot. I could pull 1 million people, and I not one of them would say get even close to Elida. Elida is one of the most just like
it's almost like saying Shallan's your favorite part of the
Look,
Wait,
Film
shut up.
Archive.
Slant. Fine.
you know what? Elida is a great character because she's exactly what she's supposed to be. She's a
Yeah, she's a
fucking
great
moron.
Yeah.
Right? So it's just
Yeah,
like
she's a moron. She's a
she's a
definition
complete
of a moron.
arrogant moron that thinks she knows what she's talking about and doesn't. The Pac-Man one was unexpected. I cannot wait for the Mega Man secret level.
I definitely do think because I do understand how creatives would feel that they don't really get to do anything creative with just adapting, but I definitely do think that animation as a specific medium allows for a lot more.
No, I get what you're saying, but I completely
Fine.
disagree, and here's why. Okay. Oh, what are the next? Did they confirm what?
That was true. That was true. They would make their own stuff, Artie. Like that.
Yeah, I get both sides, right? Like
So
obviously they're not doing their own stuff because their own stuff wouldn't sell. But I kind of do understand that when you're just strictly adapting as written, you don't really get to do any.
But see, I disagree though, because that's when you there are like just the Wheel of Time, for example, right? There are places all over where you can expand on storylines to put your own stuff in to fit the narrative that's going on.
Yeah,
if you want to expand on stuff that happens with Logain, that's all virgin territory. You can do whatever you want with that. Like there's that. There's
But you just can't do it at the expense of what makes it tick.
Exactly.
Right?
You still have to you tell the core story, but there are still places you can branch off and do new things as long as it applies. Like all the stuff that happens with Tame at the Black Tower. There's so much stuff there to tell.
That would actually be great. How good would that be to get like more of a look at the Black Tower? That would actually be cool.
There's so much. There's hell. Morghase's fall to Raven.
Yeah.
That's currently what we're in. How she was manipulated. The fall of Camelin falling without even a fucking sword being, swung. Like you can narratively do something interesting there that's new and not in the books that serves the story. They don't choose to do any of that,
and it gives you more time with a strong female character as well. And that would actually be a good way to go about adding some of that shit.
I mean, there's places all over, and instead we do episode 4 where it's all fucking nonsense mumbo jumbo. I don't. It's the weirdest thing. We're all of a sudden calling. Apparently, we're now calling season 2 a success, and season 1 trash. Have you guys seen this new trend?
I reckon season 1 was better than season 2.
I mean, what metric are they using?
I gotta go to the bathroom real quick, but I need to see if I can find the article again. But there's been several articles where it's like, well, if we're following the trend of season 2, which was much better than season 1, season 3 is looking good. It's like, wait a second. I thought season 1 was a triumph and season 2 was just as good, if not barely better. What happened to that narrative?
Well, by what metric do you say that it's better anyway? What are you just comparing it?
Them saying it story wise. They're comparing it like they're saying story wise, CGI wise, all that stuff. Maybe it is. Yeah, I mean, maybe it is. Maybe it is an uptick from like a TV production perspective, if that's what you're basing this on.
I mean,
to say you can't say that it's better TV. It's not a better story. The story was all over the shop. The story was like nothing like it was supposed to be, and it was just it was fucking everywhere. At least with the first one, it sort of followed like the arc of the book. The second one, they just made it up, and it was trash. That's
At
right.
least I guess you could say there was no crappy Trolloc CGI because there weren't any Trollocs in season 2.
Yeah. I guess you could say that. I guess you could say that. Did you hate the Trollocs? I didn't hate them at first, to be honest. I thought that there was much worse things about it than what the Trollocs came out like.
I don't. They're not how I envisioned them.
Same.
But I
But I didn't
think
think it was that bad.
I could have learned to love them.
If everything else was good, maybe it wouldn't have been so bad. Is that what you mean?
The fades were definitely a miss. They were
Huge miss. The choice to have teeth and shit was just dumb. Like that, because they're supposed to be like you lose a fair bit with the fades when you stop them from being able to talk.
Yeah.
Right. You
But
lose it. That stuff's important.
like talk
those-
about streamlining. Why didn't you, if you did fades as they were supposed to be, you could have had the fades hand the Horn of Valier over to Shamael,
It's true.
and that would have worked a lot better than Fane randomly doing it.
Oh,
Just eating it.
There's only 15 episodes of Secret Level. That's not enough.
So give me what's the premise of this secret level thing? Tell me what the premise of it is.
So,
What-
so Secret Level is made by the same creatives of Love, Death, and Robots, which is a animated anthology
right.
group that will each episode is a different self-contained story done in slightly different animation styles. That was the gist of what is it
Love,
called?
Death, and Robots. Yeah.
Love, Death, and Robots. And this one, out of the blue, for they decided to do like a love you letter to game fans by
Different
doing
games. Okay.
by doing a whole
yeah,
bunch of
the
different
games.
games.
All games. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Yep. So Mega Man is episode 10. Fuck yeah, I'm ready.
But
for
I
it.
sold you on the prologue, right?
Yeah, you
Get
said
them.
that.
The prologue is in that fucking Warhammer style. Fuck yeah, dude.
That will be
And it's like the
unbelievable.
perfect. Yeah, it's a perfect story length for a format like this. 18
Yeah.
minutes, you could tell a perfect prologue.
100%. 100%.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you
Do
can.
them all. Fuck. You could do Demise Wells in that.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you
Oh, yeah,
could do.
You could do Demise Wells in that. There's
Or the
chunks
Fall
in-
of Tyr, the Fall of
Oh, yeah.
Tyr. Yeah.
Yeah, the fall of you could yeah. That's what the fucking animations. They should just do that for the animations that aren't ever going to get released for the Wheel of Time show. They probably
Did they make those?
no,
season 2?
they made them. They didn't release
They
them
didn't
because
release them.
there was a something wrong with the contracts or something.
Okay. That's
Like
weird.
or like
That was probably the best. That was the best thing about a shit thing. to be
yeah.
honest.
Well, so they're supposed to release all those animations, the new
Didn't
animated
really.
stuff for season 2, and they never did because of some problem with their contracts or with iWatt or something. I don't know. iWatt
strange.
is the worst thing. iWatt. Somebody's got to buy out
Stone
iWatt.
Stands.
Now.
Yeah, I
Stone
don't know,
Stands
that's
is
fine.
right. Fuck yeah.
We need to get Elon on Wheel of Time, man. He can
There
buy
you
Oh,
him
that-
out. He
that
can
was
buy him.
it.
Buy that shit,
Yep.
buddy. It's just money waiting to be made. I was gonna ask you because I was half expecting we'd be talking about Wind and Truth tonight, but maybe tomorrow. Did you watch any of the? Have you watched any of the online reviews?
I
we
saw
gonna
Daniel Green did a spoil-free one that I
Oh
was
no,
tempted.
no, he didn't. He did too. Daniel Green was pretty honest, man. Believe it or not.
Was he?
For him, yeah, and
What
for
did
him,
he say?
well, he didn't say he didn't love it. He said,
Oh, okay.
no, he didn't love it. He was pretty balanced. He was pretty balanced about it. Like there's things he didn't like, things he did
I
like.
know I don't really like watching a whole bunch of.
Yeah, I watched a couple.
What did
I
they
watched-
have to say? What did Bookborns have to say?
Yeah, Hillary loved it.
7.5. I think that's probably
Bookborn-
maybe a little high, but fair.
4.5.
7.5.
She gave it a Bookborn gave it a 4.5 out of 5.
4.5 out of 5. That is extremely
This is-
generous.
this is-
There's no
this
fucking
is-
way.
What I've noticed is
We're
that
kissing Sanderson's ass there.
well, but if you think about it from like a female perspective, it's hard because we're not, but like girls love their feelings.
You don't
and
know.
stuff like- I do know actually. I'm a biologist, mate. We breed biologists at birth.
Yeah.
So the but like it's very much a feelings. It's very much a talking
They were
feelings.
wait.
book.
They were going
Shakespeare
after
kids
her
will like-
because she gave it a 4.5 out of 5.
Yeah, I know. They didn't. People said it's too low.
Oh,
They were saying 4.5 out of 5 is too low. No.
Yeah.
so
I mean, she's legit. She's a legend. She's a good chick. I've got heaps of time for her. I really do like her. She's a great book reviewer. She's pretty honest most of the time. And I think she just.
I mean, she made like. Look, I can see how people like. I get what you're saying, trying to see it from other people's perspective, if that's what you're looking for. But
Well,
I didn't get anything I was looking for out of this book. That's the problem.
Did you finish it?
Yeah.
I finished it. I found it amazing.
We're gonna probably talk. We may talk about it tomorrow. Me, Aldan.
We're gonna have to.
We got to talk about it. It's a matter of us getting all available. It'll probably be either Friday or Monday, maybe sometime over the weekend. We're gonna talk about it.
Is it a book that starts off
it's a complete failure? It's a complete failure.
It's a complete failure. I agree. I think it's a complete.
Wind in Truth is a complete and utter disgrace for the fucking beginning of the series. It's a complete failure.
That's exactly how I feel too. From the first book, considering like from the first book, like with what you get promised right up front, with like what you get promised as for like this is what this series is gonna be, and then to end the first arc like that.
I think Kaladin sort of ends up where he's supposed to be, but how he gets there is just ridiculously stupid.
It's a joke. It's a fucking joke.
So I have bought every single Sanderson book on release in hardcover. This is the first book I have yet to buy, and it's
I wasn't gonna buy this. Well, I was, but I wasn't. I was gonna wait until it came down in the smaller sizes.
Let's be real. Not that we don't want to go too far down this rabbit hole, but the first third of the book is a complete waste of time. Shallan's whole storyline in this book is a complete waste of time.
It started good and went nowhere.
It started like, I mean, I don't know that we could say it. I mean, you could say. I thought we were spending too much time. I didn't understand what we were doing. I didn't want to be there. I wanted to be with our boys. The purging of Shinovar is nothing like I expected it to be. It was literally a fucking video game. It was a video game. You're going to boss hub to boss hub to boss hub to collect the item to move on to the other boss hub.
Anime side quest.
Yeah, it was literally go defeat.
You even had the grumpy mentor in the back of the fucking wagon at some point.
It was boss. So the quest to cleanse Shinovar, which he never did, by the way. Zeth never cleansed. He didn't accomplish his goal. It was a boss quest from a fucking video game. You go to one location, defeat boss, to go to next location to beat next boss. Then after all the bosses are defeated, you fight the uber boss of the fucking game, and if you win, you win.
It doesn't.
And it's like, and then it's just like, and then he doesn't accomplish it.
Can I ask one thing? And I don't mind if you spoil it, though I would prefer if you just gave like a broad answer.
Does
Adolin and his shard blade, I can't remember her name, do they get a nice resolution in the book or no?
They get a resolution. I'm trying to unpack.
I won't say any more than that. Yeah, it's
good. I am trying
Adolin
to
is the best thing about this book.
Adolin is the best part of this book, 100%. Not even close, and they almost ruined that.
Because that was the standout story for me in book 4.
Adolin is 100% carried Wind and Truth, which sucks because it should be Kaladin and Zeth and Dalinar, considering. Adolin is 100% the best character in the book. Maya and him get a resolution. I am still trying to unpack in my head if I'm okay with that resolution. I'm not sure that I am.
Again. I'm not sure that I am either. I need to read that.
I don't.
How
Yanagon and him don't do a certain thing is beyond me.
It makes no sense. Like sorry,
Yanagon, Emperor Yanagon and Adolin are complete badasses in this book. Like, it's their book, and
you can skip the rest.
So I guess I won't ruin it, but they don't. A certain thing does not happen to them that should happen to them, and it pisses me off.
They don't bring her back?
No, she's back.
Okay.
Well, no. I can't say that either. No, no. I'm gonna shut up.
Okay.
Nope. There is a resolution, but I'm trying to unpack whether I like it.
Was the Odium switch up from book 4 worth it or paid off at all in this one?
Yeah, I think it's better. That was okay. The switch up for Odium is not the worst thing about this.
No, the Odium, Terravandrian Odium stuff is actually okay.
It's actually pretty good.
It's okay. Yeah.
He's the book. He's the
Yeah.
book. He's the double-minded man. That's this book. It's like the good
The
parts
only
of it
the
good are
thing I
pretty
the
good.
thing I fucking the,
Do you guys just think he bit
all
off
of
more than he can
Roshar is
chew?
stupid. They're all fucking dumb. Like that's the like they're all stupid, including Wit. Wit doesn't fucking help them at all.
Wit's a no.
Wit didn't feel like Wit in book 4.
Well, feels less like him in book 5.
Second time you've said that, Steve. Interesting. I have found Adolin in the first 4 books to be a wet noodle of a character who serves no purpose but giving Shallan respite from her lunacy. Well,
Adolin killing that
he's not-
High Lord was
Oh, look,
so
hold on.
good.
Even if you feel that way about him, Adolin is nowhere near Shallan in this book.
Yeah,
He
correct.
does nothing. He thinks about her maybe for a second. The rest is him single-handedly holding Aesir.
And the book together.
Yeah.
Without Adolin.
Adolin basically single-handedly, which I also don't believe, frankly.
Yeah, I don't either.
Adolin single-handedly holds Aesir with himself, a bunch of Aesir soldiers, and one other shard bearer. Not even a Radiant.
Wow.
But he did have super Archer bitch, don't forget.
They had Super Archer bitch and the one healer chick that kept, I guess, healed everybody. Because
So I don't want to.
apparently the Fuse are all fucking pussies now.
Yeah, because
I don't want to give. I don't want to give Sanders. Sorry, you go.
No, you're right.
Look,
So I don't want to give.
There are Fused that can go in the ground and grab you and drag you under the ground.
For some reason, they just don't. they just don't.
They just don't do it. They're everywhere, but they don't drag people under the ground anymore.
So that there is a pretty good lead into my question. I don't want to give Sanderson a pass because I think he holds the whole responsibility for the succeeding or failing. But do you think he's bitten off more than he can chew, or that he's given this away to editors instead of himself?
I think there's a bit of too much cooks in the kitchen. For sure.
I think he's getting some bad advice.
I think he's getting a lot of bad advice.
I think he should stop his beta reading program right now and trust himself. He said it on several interviews that he wrote 4 or 5 endings and then rewrote them so they all made everybody happy.
This is the one they. By the way, this is with that in mind, this is the one they picked, right?
Yeah.
They
So he wrote. Well, I think it was. He said he wrote 3, and then after getting feedback, he combined all 3 into one to make everybody happy.
That's what.
I'm the only thing I could think was, who the fuck is beta reading this shit? Because I'm not happy.
Mm-hmm. Because when you said the thing about the Fused and everything, it reminded me of a quote Sanderson said in regards to Wheel of Time. It's, well, when you introduce a power, like such that is like traveling, I will always be asking you, why didn't X use traveling here? And the fact that the Fused have.
He breaks all these rules.
Okay, I'm gonna this is why we need to talk about it. I might need to have you sit in so you can ask questions already because Else callers can travel.
Yeah, they can literally just travel.
We discover in the first temple that Zeth goes into. Not only has he trained with everyone, he's trained with every honor blade, so he is a master. He is a master of every surge biting. Zeth is
every surge.
He's a not just train. He is a master.
Except for the one. Except for one.
Yeah. Okay, so of 9 of the 10, he is a master. That's
crazy.
Not just he can use it. He is a master of
why aren't they picking his brain?
Every surge binding. He should just be training everybody in fucking in the tower. Everybody. He should be master, leader, instructor.
Well, why isn't he training?
That's number 1. Second, we find out immediately when he goes to the Else Caller, get the Else Caller Oath Blade, that he knows how to make fucking portals to go anywhere that you want as an Else Caller. Yasna is supposed to be an Else Caller of the 4th ideal, and she should be able to do this.
Yeah, it's why.
Think that would be a valuable tool in a war where your fucking portals are refusing to portal you.
Yeah, that's right. The Oath Gate's up. Yasna is a walking fucking Oath Gate.
Yeah.
Right? That's what. But
she's a walking Oath Gate. She is.
Who knows?
Well, we saw how traveling transformed Wheel of Time in the books. Like it was completely different warfare afterwards.
Well, the Fuse are traveling though. Apparently.
Really?
Apparently.
So why do they have to dig a tunnel under the city to get into?
Well, because
in the fourth book?
that's some tower shit. I think. I don't know.
They can't.
I'm not
get-
100% sure if they're traveling or not. I think they might have been using Odium's perpendicularity. I forgot what I'm not sure which one it was, but
Aren't the Fuse supposed to be like almost just evil versions of the Surge bindings? Like
they're better.
Yeah.
Well,
They have no limit.
They're not as. I thought they weren't. They're not as strong.
So why wouldn't they be able to?
My
teleport?
interpretation was they're
question.
better because they don't have Spren limiting their powers according to this, because
Yeah, but
the
they're not
way
as
it's
able to-
described is all the surge bindings are of Odium. Honor took those ideas and changed them and gave them limitations by applying them to have to make O's to their Spren to gain access to the surge bindings. Whereas the Fuse don't have any Spren, they can just fucking do it.
And is that why the
we need to talk about this.
Is that why the Spren were? Is that why the Spren killed themselves because they were worried about
what now?
Is that why the Spren and the old people killed themselves because they were worried that without honor limiting them?
No.
You have to work. You have to read and find that out. But
the state of the Spren has nothing to do with anything except for one thing.
Yeah, and
which. You know,
we have to
forgot that
we
it
have
was
to
part
we
of
can't
the
talk. We can't talk about that.
I want to ask this so you remind me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, Dan, you just got to remind me when we're talking about it. Why the fuck did Kelsier give a fuck about anything that happened on Roshar?
There's no. Well.
Why is Kelsier there with his Nightbloods?
He's there to. He's there for a really stupid reason, to be honest, right?
Like, or whatever they're fucking called. I forget.
The only thing was literally the caption.
Well, he doesn't get Mishram, right? And he's not pissed. He's just like, oh well, fuck, Mishram's out.
Yeah, Kelsey was a
Kelsey like the Kelsey wrap up pissed me off.
All of the Cosmere stuff was a complete non-event for me. Like all those things that we were talking about that could be really awesome. Before,
all the Ghostbless stuff was stupid.
It was stupid. It took Shallan out of the story. It was retarded.
Like you're doing all this stuff. You have all these resources applied to there, and it comes to nothing. And Kelsier is just like, oh well.
That was.
We'll get him next time, boys, because that's exactly how Kelsier would act.
It makes it. I don't understand it. It was a lot of those things really felt like. They felt like afterthoughts, man. They felt like he couldn't just be bothered doing anything with it. Which is not.
I think some of what he planned out of the outside changed dramatically because of the beta readers. I think you're probably right.
Yeah,
it's like Superman problem. See, Superman can do anything, but it's not interesting. So they always need to find ways to. But I get it, but I don't like. You have a counter. You're just not. He created the limit on radiance. Right, so the limited radiance that the fucking good guys have was created by him. And then you give this astronomical number of fused, and we know what they can do. And then there's even more showing up that can do even more powerful things. And then they just don't do any of it.
Yeah, exactly.
They just don't do any of it.
It was very bizarre. It was so bizarre.
And then you got a fucking an honor Spren flying around being a scout instead of bonding somebody and becoming a fucking windrunner because he doesn't want to.
Which is just another way that he broke all of his rules in this book. He broke all of his own personal writing rules and all of his in-world rules, like the all of them, all of the things that made it Roshar. He kind of broke them. And it'd be interesting to go back and reread it at some point, right? Which I don't know.
I don't know because it's like I don't like the beginning chapters are so bad. Like,
I'm never reading those again. That first part, never. I'm not. I'm
finding myself getting checked out the Cal versus Fuse fight scenes and Rhythmore at the moment because nothing matters as Stormlight fixes a blade to the back of the neck.
Not if you get stabbed a lot. You can't get him like that. If you just sever that spinal cord enough times,
There's
I don't know.
ways you can get killed. They just I get what he's saying though. It just needed to be done more.
They discover
You
ways.
can do that with more radiant. Stone wards get fucked over. Edge dancers we don't see. Else callers is just Yasna. Will shapers still don't know what the fuck they do, except for whine about being fucking parshmen, and ride chulls, or not chulls, ride chasm fiends for no
Charles
fucking reason.
Vagina.
Dude, that's the other thing. That whole everything that
That
we
whole
had to
plan, like it's like, oh, we're gonna give up everything and die, and it's okay because we signed a secret contract. Fuck you! What?
everything that we put up with Venley in book 4, and for them to like have like
It just gave them what they wanted.
It just was nothing. What was she doing in book 5?
Also, Steve, don't forget the Fuse have thousands of years of experience, and the people fight like AKA winner. Yes, that's true. Also, you also have to remember that at some point, I feel like you might be right that he's taking on too much, because the first part of the book, you're given these numbers, you're giving these troop counts, including thousands and thousands of fused. Right?
Yeah,
there's thousands of fused out there, and the Radiants there's almost no Radiants in comparison. Right. So in the second after when you get reading a few chapters after the new chapters from release, all of a sudden there's a correction that, oh well, half the Fuse aren't able to fight because they're insane.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
But they were fighting in the other books. They were just
they were
crazy.
fine. All of a sudden they're not. I don't like.
Yeah.
So yeah, that definitely sounds like
I read this. You're trying to correct it because, like, I don't know.
Why
it's
not?
So
why,
weird.
If you're doing that to correct the issue of there's too many, how are they going to beat him? Why didn't you just go back and rewrite the beginning and say there's only like 200?
He wrote himself in the corner without there being enough fucking Radiance. That's all. That is my whole. That is my whole thing. This Contest of Champions came up way too fast. Yep. There weren't enough Radiants. There weren't enough. There's only one. There was only one Windrunner in the whole series that gets to the 4th.
Really?
Yeah.
And it's Kaladin.
Yeah.
Well, obviously he had to.
He's the only one that gets his armor. Yeah. Windrunner.
So it's just not. It's not. He's
the only Windrunner that gains it. There are only 3 Radiants that I can tell you right now get their armor.
So there's Yasna, Kaladin, and then Shallan?
Oh, 4. Sorry. Shallan is 4. Shallan, and then Shallan with her retarded armor. And there is then the Stone Ward that spoke the 4th off screen, and we barely get to meet.
Yeah, no,
he had the perfect way to introduce more Radiance, though, in the 4th book with Adolin's story. I don't know why that didn't go anywhere.
It goes somewhere.
I can't tell you where it goes. You have to.
I can't tell you where it goes. It goes somewhere. That's what I'm saying.
It's actually interesting. I'm just not sure how I feel about it.
I have to unpack it still, but it goes somewhere. But where it goes is actually probably more beneficial than being a Radiant, which is strange to me. So
not kind of, like, definitely, like he doesn't have the problem that everyone else has with being able to be.
It's better. So just kill your Spren and grab them after, and you're in a better place.
Yeah.
So has Sanderson responded to the
I don't know. I haven't looked.
There hasn't been much reaction yet, because it's a big book and it's people are only just sort of starting.
We may be the first people going hardcore after it.
Yeah.
If we're being honest, I mean, look, I love Sanderson too. This book hurt me.
He's my favorite. He's my favorite author too, man. And this is
it's so disappointing.
It feels like a betrayal.
It sounds like he needs to take.
What about Vasher Zio?
Dude,
Vasher, Vasher, hold on, I'm just gonna say it. Vasher, of course. I'm not gonna tell you what happens, but Vasher gets himself captured again. He's only like one of the Cosmere Supreme badasses, but
he's also the strongest. He's one of the strongest. What is that? What do they call them when they have the power?
What Warbreak?
No, like when someone. Oh, he's like one of the most invested beings in the universe.
Most invested, strongest beings in the universe, and once again, he's captured.
He's like a herald. He's not a herald effectively.
I think the 10-day structure could have worked. I actually I thought the 10-day structure was a good idea. I don't think it was executed well.
And the reason is because the way that it was all chopped up inside the 10 days, right? I agree with you. I think the 10 days helped with the pacing and with the general movement of the story, but the chopping around and changing everywhere just made it fucking retarded. That's what didn't work about it.
Wind in Truth is the last book of Era 1. And they cheated on that too, dude. Did you notice that? They've cheated that because there's now a bubble around Roshar.
There's a time dilation. Yeah.
There's a time dilation. So now we've cheated to keep our characters around.
Yeah, we have. And in that conversation that Shallan's having at the end of the book, I won't say too much, but like that's just ridiculous. The way that
fucking Sigil comes out, there's no like. I thought the whole the Sigil that's in Sunlit Man.
Yeah.
How did what happened?
Well, I guess
make
this
him
is
that. I don't understand it because his sprint is fine.
Well, he's gonna have to. That's gonna have to happen in the back. That'll have to happen in the back half to get him to
is
who
fine,
he is.
Then he just takes Zeth's sprint.
Yeah.
It becomes a fucking a skybreaker.
Yeah.
It's like so. What? I don't understand why you're so fucked up.
Yeah, I don't know. Or a completely different. He's a completely different person.
See you later, Libby. Good night.
He started to I guess he started to change into be more like in line with the character that he is in Sunlit Man in this book, but he'll have to go after the back half.
He's so depressed about killing his friend, and he really didn't.
Oh, he did.
His friend is fine.
He saved his friend's life, bro.
Yes, she's fine. And he's like, I killed my friend. It's like, she's fine. She's perfectly fine.
Unless that's referring to another one that he picks up in the back half.
He gets another Windrunner and kills it.
Sigil might be the Spren whore. He might be the.
I don't know, man.
It sounds like Sanderson needs to take a serious step back and reevaluation.
Nothing I wanted to happen happened.
Same. Nothing. Zero. Literally.
King Kaladin the White. No, King Kaladin. He's Kaladin the Herald Therapist.
Yeah.
Oh God.
It's this bad.
That's exactly what he is. Sorry, I know I'm going overboard and I'm ruining some stuff, but
no. I to be honest, I don't have much desire to read it.
He is Kaladin, the therapist to the Herald.
There's Ethan. There's the good parts in it are actually really interesting. There's parts in it that are interesting and cool to read, right?
Yes.
There's some connections that get tied off that I love to read. Like the midsection of the book, I was really starting to get into it. To be honest,
there's some parts. Yes, I agree. With that.
But then the parts that don't connect, the parts that are just you can't even believe the decisions that have been made to get characters doing things that they're doing, is it's so depressing. It makes you so sad because you can see. You can 15 years to be portrayed like that on Kaladin.
Okay, I just want you to unpack this because it doesn't work. Gavinor.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
It doesn't work.
No,
it doesn't work.
No, it doesn't work.
It's because for him to do what he does with Gavinor is dependent on everybody being a dumb fuck and allowing Gavinor to end up in the spiritual realm. Gavinor ending up in the spiritual realm is such a complete fluke to begin with.
What is he? Is he another Calcier?
Is ridiculous.
And so, where do these 20 years come from? By the way,
apparently, you put him in a box further back.
So Odium has this kind of control. So Odium has this kind of exertion and control over the forces of time. To that degree, then the whole thing's bullshit. He could do anything he wanted at any point in time, make any changes to anything at any point in time. The whole thing's nonsense if that happens.
Why didn't he just put Shallan and the two gays in the box?
Yeah, why don't you just put them in a box and then bring them back when they're 80 years old and dead?
Yeah, dead. Yeah,
it's fucking stupid. It was. That felt like I don't. There's no.
For all of this, Odium's afraid of Mishram shit. He didn't seem too afraid of Mishram.
Why would he be afraid of her too?
I don't even understand that.
For what? To what? To what
Because
end?
Mistram can bind him or some shit. I don't. How does
So
that
can
work?
anyone? They just bound him at the end of this. Like what?
Yeah, like the oath pact, the new oath pact that makes no sense.
Well, the oath pact kind of does make. I expected that to happen.
How does the oath pact? So how do they come back? They just decide they're done and they come back.
Oh no, that's I don't understand that part.
What's going to break the oath pact?
I don't know.
What's the mechanism? Like, what's the mechanism? Like, if they're not being tortured and they have to break.
That's right. They're never going to break.
Broken. How does the oath pact end?
Well, it doesn't. And what does the oath pact do? Like beforehand, didn't the oath pact keep odium away?
Yes.
So what does this one do?
So what's the oath pact do? So if they break, so if they go, hey, you know what, Calvin the therapist has done a great job. We're all sane again. Let's break the oath pact. Let's break and go back to Roshar and kick some ass. Does that mean Odium can now control all the Spren? Because that's what the oath pact is doing, is keeping him from controlling the Spren.
It's keeping him from
right.
That's right.
It's keeping him from taking the Spren.
Getting the
so
Spren.
If they break the oath pact to go back, does that mean he gets to control all the Spren?
Well, but that's a good question. But like also, where is Odium right now? Like so I have to reread the end again. I think
he left. He's hiding.
Yeah, but like he's not unable to exert influence. Like he's still after they've dropped the oath pact. Unless I got the sequence of events, the timing wrong. But after they seal the oath pact and disappear, like Odium doesn't disappear, does he? He's got in charge of this.
He's just decided to go fight.
He's the boss.
The other shards are after him now.
Yeah, but he can still interact with people. He's still setting up his forces on Roshar. Yeah. He's still setting up his boundaries and his kingdoms. He won this.
Yeah, he won.
So
he won.
So what does the oath pact achieves? Like what have they done? They've stopped him from getting the Spren, but they haven't stopped him from exerting influence over Roshar. So is that what it is? So the only
thing they did with the oath pact was protect the Spren, because he was going to destroy them and enslave the Spren. So the oath pact was done to protect the Spren.
This seems like it's a pretty shit comparison to the first oath pact, where we fucked him off for 4,000 years, right? That seems like a much better deal.
Just do the same thing and send yourself off to happy fun time land in your brain.
Yeah.
And then Odium can never come back, because he can never break you, because you're in happy fun time land.
But they never took him, so like they're never going to break the pact. So there's no reason for them to.
There's no reason for them to break the pact, because they're in their perfect dream.
Unless Ishar gets it wrong and it's not as.
Well, that's what's going to be. Is it's going to break down or some shit. It's like it's going to break down, and whoever goes out first.
Yeah.
Tong gets fucked over, by the way. Tong is a fucking Chad, by the way. I would have loved to see him in action, but
I love that pile of corpses. Wouldn't it have been great to see him
loved to
that pile of corpses?
Destroy all those fuse. That could have been a fun scene. No, fuck that.
No.
Too many POV. Yeah, so maybe hopefully tomorrow Alex is free to talk about it, because we got a lot to talk about. Because Bridge 4 sucks, by the way. Fuck Bridge 4.
Yep, it's fucked. It's broken. Everyone's gay and fucked.
Oh, hey, how's Rock?
Did he not one mention?
Not one fucking mention of Rock.
Not one.
Is he just off cooking?
He could be dead. He went to die. He went to die, didn't he?
I was expecting a bunch of Stone Wards to come off the fucking mountain behind Rock.
Yeah, that would have been amazing.
That is
all the things that we. All the things that we said, man.
I was expecting Rock to, even if it was inherited as, I was expecting Rock to come back as king of the mountain people.
I could put that
because he got his shards, and all the mountain spread bound all the I forget, the Horn Eaters.
All the Horn Eaters.
All the Horn Eaters got Storm Wards or fucking other fucking spread like that because they prayed to them. So they all got spread, and they just fucking rushed down the mountain and started plowing the road. That's what I was expecting.
That would be amazing.
I have a question. Why is Brandonson still opting to be published through Tor?
I don't know. I don't know why he's doing it.
I don't know.
Because
No idea.
it sounds like a lot of Tor editorial changes have been made to his characters and cast.
I
Don't
think
forget the POV
Yes
characters.
and no. He
For the
likes it
back
too.
five are Yasna, Renarin, Lift, Ash, and Taln. There's way too many POV characters.
Tong being a POV is
Taln
interesting.
POV lasted 2
think that-
seconds. It shouldn't have even been
I think
on there.
that Lift could potentially come in. Lift could potentially be fixed.
Lift's going to be a world hopper, which God help us.
Yeah, but like she's got a good mentor. It's that could work out. That's what I'm saying.
The reason I say the editorial stuff is because it sounds like what Steve was saying a second ago, that there was a lot of gayflation in this book.
A lot.
Yes.
Yes.
And I don't understand why a practicing Mormon would.
He's a progressive Mormon, which
Is he?
tells you all you need to know, actually. And I think I should have taken that more seriously a lot longer ago, and then I probably wouldn't be as upset as I am right now.
There's progressive Mormons.
No, there's not. It's called an oxymoron. It's called an oxymoron. That.
Stable Bow, I haven't read the books, but does Kelsier do anything? No.
No. Nothing. All our theories, man, we had the best ideas. If only like we could have just injected our ideas about Kelsier and Bashar standing at the edge of the world. Fuck.
Was Azure not in this book either?
Who?
Azure?
No, she was.
Nah.
So what was the point of introducing her in the last ones?
Because she's looking for him.
Yeah, true. Because she's looking.
I don't know if anybody likes Lift. I think Lift has some potential, but she's just like the.
I do.
I part of it is listening to Lift is probably a lot different than reading Lift, and
It
I
is.
also
No.
don't like. I also
No,
don't like the
it's not.
fact that she's. I don't like the fact that she's using modern slang like fuck, shit, ass.
That was ridiculous. Look, man, you got. I'm with you there.
Maya says, "Let's
retarded.
kick some ass." Maya the Spren.
This
Well,
fucking
maybe she
series.
would have been a bit better if she said, "Let's kick some chol vagina."
Yeah, that probably would have been more.
Well, at least it would have made more in-world sense.
Kelsier, the inclusion of Kelsier as the Ghostbloods leader means jack shit in this
Yeah,
book.
dude.
Anything that we suspected he was doing on Roshar, trying to do whatever he was doing, whether it was
Did
trying to get Honored Shard or try to get a new body or any of that shit, doesn't
None of it.
matter. None of it matters.
None of it. It's so bizarre.
Yes, I think it
So
was
bizarre.
definitely member berries. I think it was, hey, that's a person from another world. Haha.
Yeah, and it was cool, but to be fair, I did like it.
It was, but like it would have been like why?
I think we're at the stage
Yeah,
of the
not
Cosmere where we
not
can't really
hard to
just rely on cameos for no reason when everything's
It's
supposed
not
to be coming.
hard to find Nightblood. Nightblood is not hard to find. Everybody knows where Nightblood is. It's right on Zeth's back.
Well, when you use
anyway,
Nightblood, it's not like a subtle thing. When you use Nightblood, it tends
How
to
do you
leave a
feel
trail
about
of.
Nightblood talking to the Honor Blades. Like since when
I
are they?
That was again, that was very strange. So like, there's sentience having the honor
They're not
blades.
sentient
having
blades.
sentient-
They're just blades of power.
What I mean, like that didn't make any sense either. The
Like,
there was a
since
lot.
when are they
There's a lot of
talking
things.
I don't like. The blades weren't talking to their masters, or were they? I don't know.
No,
Maybe
and
they
not,
were.
like,
Maybe
also-
they were. Maybe the swords were Spren. I don't fucking know.
Also, dude. Also, just like Nightblood in general was, as always, amazing. But he broke his rules with Nightblood as well at the end, for plot reasons.
What Nightblood not eating everybody? Is that what you're talking about?
That's what I'm saying. Like he either was like he created with a soul function, or he was not. He can't change. It was anyway.
That was one of the complaints that Green had saying it had gone too far with modern language, and when in truth, I agree 100%.
Yeah, he did. That, like I said, because he's just a nice guy, man. Like Daniel Green just seems like I think he's just a nice dude. He's not.
I watched
for
him for a long
him-
time. I watched him for a long time until he started saying that bullshit about Wheel of Time, and I think it was probably because he was under contract. But it's
He was pretty
I
fair
don't
with
think it's the bad dude. I just think I think he
He was
should
pretty
have.
fair.
I think he should have stood the line when it came to the show than getting paid. That's all. But I get it.
Yeah, because
You gotta get paid. I get it.
For me, I don't really care that he switched sides now. It's
And
too,
switch
too late.
sides. He's not switching sides. He was pretty honest, like with how he felt.
Oh no, I'm not with Sanderson. I mean with Wheel of Time in general, with Daniel Green kind of being more like like it's cool that he's now not shilling it for the sake of shilling it, but we wouldn't have gotten a season 2 if
he should have been on the front line saying this is not right. That's my problem with him. He's saying a lot of that now, but it's too late. He should have been the one saying, "Look,
we're not going to get season 4, so what? There's no real point in in you saying it's bad now."
I agree with Grifter. The audio book makes him. Grifter, I agree, man. The audio book, I can't stand Nightblood with that. Whoa, I can't stand it. So I'm with you, man. It's much better in the book.
Shalon's Shardblade affecting her schizophrenia. No, she's still schizophrenic.
Nah, she's still schizo, mate.
She's still crazy.
She has schizophrenia.
She's still crazy.
She's totally schizo, 100%.
She's worse. She's worse.
Shalon, they did dirty. They did Dalinar dirty. They couldn't have done Dalinar any dirtier. And Kaladin fucking walked around with a flute following Zeth. It was fucking bullshit.
He did more with a flute than he did with a weapon. Fuck off.
That was his weapon, Steve. I think you missed the thematic.
Therapy was his weapon. Okay.
The flute is mightier than the sword.
Therapy was his weapon. Smile. Learn to smile again. That was his weapon. I don't always agree with Daniel, and as Steve said, for someone that was labeled himself as the biggest Wheel Time fan, he switched sides and then changed his stance of how bad. Right. I know he's saying that the show is not good now, but he should have been on the front line. But you know, and maybe you know what? Maybe if things were different, he would have. I can't get in Daniel Green's head. Okay. I don't know what contract he signed to get access to that first premiere in London. He probably, you know, I'm sure he probably would take that back if he could. But I don't know.
But not everyone has integrity and courage.
Well, it takes courage, man. It would be hard if they offered him a big chunk of money. I don't know his living situation. He may have needed that money. Like I can't, you know. And it's one of those like. It's like I have a hard time. It's like I was disappointed, but I'm not in his shoes.
Yeah.
So like I wished it was different, but you know.
Yeah.
It is what it is. If somebody offered me $100,000 right now to show for Wheel of Time,
you'd probably take it.
I have. Do you know what $100,000 would do for my family?
Exactly.
I mean, like, so it's hard. It's hard. But like, do you sell your integrity? I don't know. It's really fucking hard. But I don't know if that. I don't know. I don't want to even go there because we're not there.
It is sad to hear all this about Sanderson, though.
Look, and we'll get into it more here soon. Hopefully tomorrow night. But
it's a sad thing.
The truth hurt very much. It was not the book I thought we were going to get or wanted. And it's fucking sad to say not a single thing that I wanted happened.
I really hope he addresses it or at some point. He did address that he understood that people were unhappy with Rhythm of War, but
in total 4 or 3 people straight up renounced their ideals, renounced their oaths.
And the world didn't break. One of them, with the last one in particular, Steve, was world breaking. It was so. I don't know how that's the ending. Yeah, whatever. How they could have 4 different endings, and someone didn't put their hand up and say you can't do this.
So how I want to just real quick because I don't like we need to talk about this on an actual Stormlight one.
Yeah, true.
How much you want to bet one of the endings was Dalinar lost and became the Blackthorn, and Taravangian took him?
Yeah.
And he changed that so Taravangian reached into the spiritual realm and grabbed fake Blackthorn, and now there's 2 Dalinars floating around the Cosmere.
Yeah, probably.
I'm
that has to be one of
positive one of the endings was Dalinar became the Blackthorn and lost and started working for Taravangian or some shit.
I think that was his OG ending, and I think that because of the way that Space Rosharan acted in the start in that, and so that's
as soon as you said that, you're like you're right. It's evil Blackthorn Dalinar, 100%.
Yeah, it is.
But now we know there's it's a mess. It's a mess. Dalinar's soul is out floating in the Cosmere. A shard has claimed it. I still like my theory of which shard claimed
I like
it.
the theory. I think your theory's perfect.
But
actually.
it's fucking sad that I can say here that I don't think I got anything I wanted. Not one thing. And I'm not, and it's not, and that can be fine sometimes if what you got was still good, but I don't think what we got was good. Like I don't think it was a good replacement. It's just.
I wanted Kaladin to end up where he did.
Well, that's the thing. It's like Kaladin where he's at is fine, but how he got there, and what he's doing there is a complete mess.
It's just a joke. It's just such a betrayal of his character that he's set in book one,
he's not
which
there
is the
being
reason that we all love it, right? We all love
being the king and leading by example. He's there to give therapy.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid. And that's what I mean by like when I say he went from having mental health as a theme early on to by the end it's a god, right? Like by the end he's preaching about this rather than having it as a theme in one of his books. It became the book. It was the book.
Drifter, I actually would have been perfectly fine if Dalinar just straight up lost.
I would have too. Same.
I would have been if
especially with everything that happened, right?
I would have been fine with Dalinar going, I can't win.
Yeah.
So I am going to sacrifice myself and become Taravangian's battle lord so they have a chance. And he just gave up.
That would have been good.
Like I would have been fine with that.
That was the most logical conclusion, isn't it? Right? At the end of the day,
because you see from the battles taking place, they never had a chance.
They never had a chance. That's right.
They never had a chance with how much they gave, how much power Taravangian has compared to what they gave the good guys. They never had a chance, but then they deployed their troops so retardedly, and then Taravangian also deployed his troops retardedly.
Yeah, which makes no sense for an ultimate being that can see far into the reaches.
And then you lose Azir because you're not sitting on the fucking throne. That's the only reason you didn't fucking get Azir, because you're not on. Come on, stop.
That was pretty funny though. But you know what was worse about that, Steve? What was worse about that was that they did realize that they had a dude in there. So like do you know what I mean? Like, so they knew
they knew that was the rule. So why aren't all your fused in there?
They had one bloke sitting on the fucking. It's just get out of here.
Yeah, why aren't all your fused in there? Oh, the fuse that can suck people into the ground. I'm pretty sure if they're in shard plate and they're stuck in the ground, they're not doing anything.
Yeah, just one of them. One of them would have been just fine.
Yeah. Just one of them, just fucking one of them, right?
Crazy.
You're right. Yeah, the way you're like, just one of them. You're right. One of them would have been just fine. Or you could have, I don't know, the teleporting else collar ones start throwing.
Yeah, you could do that. You could throw everyone into Shadesmar. That would have been perfect as well.
Bye.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a tragedy. But yeah, no, we better stop talking about it, man. We won't stop. Right?
Yeah. It's so frustrating.
There's so much to talk about.
Sorry, man.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I was at the bookstore today. I saw his book for $50, and for the first time, I was like, I don't really want to spend that money. And I opened the book and I looked at the back, and you know how he has a whole bunch of every book he has new drawings of heralds.
Yeah.
Yep.
I saw one of the heralds he has art for, and it's very telling for the direction he's going in.
Which herald?
It was a fat black woman, so I don't know which one that one was.
What?
Maybe you're talking about cultivation.
Hold on.
No, there's a fat black herald woman. Well, it's not, I don't really care that she's black, but she's fat.
There has to be an image of this.
Cultivation is a thick black woman, right? I think.
Is she?
Yeah, she's a thick black woman.
Yeah, I think cultivation. Well, cultivation is a dragon in actuality. So
yeah, I know.
I'm pretty
Which
sure
would have been great to see. Would love to see that too.
Yeah, cultivation actually, being a shard and fighting instead of running away.
Jack shit. Well, she did try to do one thing once and then got consumed by a tidal wave.
Is it this one? Artie, is it this one? Hold on. I don't think that's. I don't know if that's cultivation or not.
Guess what? Yeah, that's
that one.
That's cultivation.
That's cultivation.
I think. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's cultivation. Yeah.
And I wouldn't call it fat. That's thick. That's
Yeah, because
thick.
there's the night. I'm so glad the night bitch. What was her name? Not night bitch. The night.
No, Night Bitch. Night Bitch is an improvement.
The Night Watcher. So glad the Night Watcher got involved.
I mean,
Yeah,
you're
right.
a god and you can pick any form, and you pick that.
Well, she picks dragon most of the time, but
Well,
you know.
that's how she appeared before they chopped up Adol
Look,
Nelson.
I look. It's,
How did she make the trek? She would get gassed after 5 minutes of walking. No,
She's a dragon.
She
She's fly.
why she's a
Oh.
dragon. She's a dragon.
but she would be a fat dragon. No,
They still fly. They don't wings.
it would
Look,
be like
man,
the dragon
it's
from
only
Shrek.
not- look,
It would be like the
look,
dragon from Shrek with the tiny
Artie,
wings.
I'm gonna be quite
That's
honest with
good
you.
talk.
That is probably the lowest thing on the totem pole of problems I have with this book. The cultivation is a bigger black woman when she's not a dragon.
That's not,
I don't
that must
care.
be better.
I'll be honest. I just don't care. Like I would rather her be a dragon, and like it's like I would love to
And
see
kill
Tanavis try to fuck her in dragon form. That could be
Oh
interesting.
God!
Why don't we go there?
I'm surprised we didn't get that, Steve. I'm surprised we didn't
They're
get
just
some kind of,
riding
like,
each other into the
dragon
night.
fucking
Oh,
in
by
there.
the way, all of this is Honor's fault. Honor's a piece of shit.
All of it. Not
the
only.
way.
Oh
of
man,
it.
look,
Why
okay, we
does
can't- we
Honor
can't-
have a short temper,
can't.
bro? Why does
don't know.
Honor have the shortest temper of all the fucking Honor has a
why did
fucking
he?
fuse that big? Honor.
Why did the shard accept him in the first place when the first thing he did was?
Honorless.
So wait, a shard has to accept the bearer.
Yes.
Yep.
The shard can
power
reject
has to
the bearer at
accept it.
any time if they don't feel that they're doing what they're supposed to be
if
doing.
they act at counter purposes to the intent of the shard, then it doesn't work. And they can.
How does that work with Sazed then?
That's why he's having such a big
That's why he's
fucking
having
problem.
problems. That's why he's
Yeah.
flipping the Discord.
Yeah. Yep.
Because Ruin doesn't like what's happening, so it's trying to
Yep.
flip to Discord.
Oh,
Yep. So that's literally exactly right. So
okay.
anyway,
That's
I'm gonna go.
That's why
I'm gonna go-
two shards merging of the same person isn't supposed to work because you have
Yeah.
problems.
You would have conflicting.
Well, no, I'm gonna wrap up, dude. So,
Cool.
because we got a lot to unpack. So,
Okay.
thanks, guys. I know we went off the chain here a little bit. What's up, Chip? Thanks for 20 of you guys still hung out, so thank you. Hopefully, if anybody,
Chip.
I want to put the call out. If anybody gets a hold of that season 3, episode 1 footage, please let me know.
Wait, it's floating around. It got
I
leaked?
don't know, but
Okay.
it was shown. They showed the first first 2-3 minutes or something of the fight
Oh, in Brazil or something.
in Brazil. Somebody has to have it. Somebody
does.
has to have it.
That's
I
If
asked-
they don't, Steve, what does that tell you? Even more, if
That's
they don't,
true too, right?
no one
So
even
I
gave
got
enough
my
of a shit
fingers
to
crossed.
forward it.
I asked Narg. Narg sent me some stuff. I asked Narg. I'm like, dude, if you get it, come on. Who's your Huckleberry, man? Come on.
If it's out
Do we
there,
have any
Brazilian
red
fans? I
hand
don't know.
Brazilian fans?
I don't know. But if
Nah.
it shows up, I'm sure they'll release it here somewhere with the sizzle reel or something. So, but
Narg will find it.
so,
It's out there. Narg will find it, man.
oh, there you go. Tier 3 test. I don't know what that is.
Oh,
Hazelwood.
yes, Grifter. I absolutely am. How good was the second test, mate? The boys played quite well. They were good. Sent those little Indians packing. It was beautiful. The
I
they dropped
actually
bowling.
agree with that comment there. I was not
I
too
stopped reading
pleased.
after he cucked Odium in the last book.
pink-
Yeah.
The pink ball's tough for you guys. The pink ball's tough, man. It's tough for
Dumb
everyone.
Stupid, good choice. Started reading Dungeon Crawler Carl. Is there a discussion of book 1 video by anybody? Okay, so we started. We need to still do a discussion on book 5. That's going to be on my channel when we can all get ourselves together. I
Which is the
think
best
one.
book.
I think book 1 is on TechMex. Book 2 is on my channel. Book 3 is I think on Lady
It's like
Balefire's
Lady B.
channel.
Yeah.
and
Oh,
book
no, was it-
4 is on Tech Mix. What's that?
I thought 4 was on Lady. Oh, it doesn't matter. Yeah, but it's on.
I,
It's on Lady.
we have discussions between those 3 channels.
Yep.
Up to book 4. Book 5 we're supposed to try and get done here. But
What is the
good
book
choice.
about?
Keep reading. What's that?
What are the? I've heard you guys talk about it a lot. What is it about?
It's
what is
about
it?
the best stuff ever.
Best fucking story ever.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's just a fun like fantasy, like you're in a video game living life
premise-
thing.
The premise is alien. The premise is alien invasion.
Yeah.
Apocalypse. That's the premise. Alien invasion, apocalypse, and then there's like characters that
You're
end up
thrown
on an
into, like,
intergalactic,
AR,
intergalactic
you're
reality
thrown
TV
into
show.
like an AR or like a Diablo like game where you're in killing stuff, leveling up, and getting gear.
Yeah.
To survive.
It's unbelievably cool. It's
While
hilarious.
being watched by a galactic republic as they bet on your death.
Yep. With an AI that's gone rogue and crazy at the same time.
It's so good. It's Dungeon Crawler Carl is so fucking good. I have no bad things to say about it. It's so good.
Is it my only apprehension? It does it take itself seriously or
Stop whatever you're reading and read it.
And just read it.
That is my only advice. It does whatever you're reading. If you think it's good, you're gonna be like, well, it was worth me stopping to read this other book because it's fucking so much better.
Okay, because I thought it was just like a gag book. So that's
No.
Okay.
There is comedy parts, but I've actually cried several times. Like,
okay.
Yeah, it's got me a couple of times too.
There have been a few times where I have literally cried because it just fucking couldn't believe it how stressful it was.
Ren's speech.
I'll have to order it.
A man and his cat.
Naked tattooed elf.
Imagine you are teleported into a never-ending killer maze / arena.
Yeah, it's the best thing ever. It's amazing.
It's extremely good. I cannot say more good things about it.
You got to audiobook it though. Make sure
audiobook is amazing.
It's the best.
The dude that does the voices is the most talented man I've ever seen on planet Earth.
Same. He's the most talented voice actor in the world.
It's fucking.
He should be doing every single like animation studio in the world.
Should do everything for everybody ever.
He could do any voice.
Like the funny thing was, I remember talking to
I
you.
didn't believe it.
I remember I don't know if it was you, but it was like, yeah, one guy does all the voices, and they're like,
yeah,
no,
I was
there's
like,
no
nah.
way. There's no way he does he does all the girls, he does all the guys, he does the robots, he does the fucking goblin people, he does the he is the best.
Crazy. It's hard to believe. I didn't even really believe it. Steve told me this, right? I didn't really believe him until I watched the dude doing it. I watched him doing the live read, and when he changed voices, I was like, "What the fuck? No,
like,
what do you mean?
How's his voice coming out of this tiny Mexican? What is happening?"
I was like, "No
it's
way!"
Fucking so good. He is awesome. I seriously mean that too. Stop whatever you're reading and start listening to Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Yeah,
you won't regret it. You won't regret it. It's fucking great.
Oh, is it not out for purchase yet?
All 1 through 6 are, but we're waiting for 7.
Oh, because I have to, is it on Amazon?
What?
The book?
Audible.
The book? Like you want the book or you want the
actual book? Yeah.
Yeah, it should be on Amazon.
Okay.
You need to do the audiobook, mate. But the reading it's good too, though. Apparently, Shaw's reading it, and he says it's unreal.
DCC is great. I'm on my second read through now in 2 months. So Nathan read through it once, and he's rereading it again already. That's how.
I've already reread it. I've reread it too, man. It's unreal.
It's so good. It's so good. So, all right. Well, so that's how we'll end the stream. Go buy Dungeon Crawler Carl because it's the best. It's so fucking good. You won't regret it. Yeah. Thank you guys for being here, and
thanks for having.
Maybe tomorrow, if you guys are still interested in hearing what we have to say about Wind and Truth, I'm hoping tomorrow we get to it. We have lots to say, as you guys can hear. There's lots to say and lots to unpack. I am totally ready to get the hate from the Brandonites.
Yep, bring it.
Because I have to say what's on my mind, and it's sad because I consider myself a Brandon Sanderson faithful. I love him. I love the Cosmere, and this it wasn't it. So, all right, we will catch you on the flippy flip. Hopefully tomorrow, if not tomorrow, soon. Thanks, guys, for being here.
Thank you.